It's time to wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ Show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Beast, so don't get her pissed. It's Jason, talks like a spaz, and they love to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ Show.
Okay, welcome to a Monday here at the KVJ Show, and welcome back to Jbird, who is with us after a little break for vomiting and diarrhea.
Man, it is so nice to talk to people who's not from the medical community.
Right, I bet, huh?
I only talk to doctors and nurses.
We don't want to stick you with a needle or put anything in you.
I'm so sick of getting stuck.
Yeah, you've definitely seen a lot of that now. You have been on this wild ride for the last couple of weeks where you just felt nauseous and you were throwing up and you had the diarrhea. A lot of the stuff like what you're hearing with what's happening in the news. Did we ever get an official diagnosis as to what has derailed your last couple of weeks?
So that's the thing a lot of people don't understand, because everyone's asking me what the results are. You don't just go into a place and they tell you what's wrong. You have to go get tested, and that's a whole process. So I'm waiting on results on a few things right now that I have not gotten the results in.
Oh,
but
wow.
I am on medication for that. I call it the lettuce disease.
Just in case, that's good that they gave you the medicine.
And the doctor said he typically doesn't do it that way, but he goes, dude, you've got all the symptoms for it. And the other thing I realized was not everyone in the medical community knows about this thing. There was a few people that because I've seen a lot of doctors in the last week.
I bet.
Some people didn't even know what I was talking about. So there's a lot of confusion.
See, that's wild to me because it is a massive story on the news. And I get, look, there are some people who just really don't pay attention to the news. But if you're in a community, like if something were massive and it was happening, everybody's talking about it in radio, I'm going to hear
know.
It's going to cut through.
Because you care and you're plugged in to the radio community. If you're a doctor who's not plugged into the medical top headline in our nation, I'm like looking at you like, bruh.
Right. To me, that's alarming. It's negligent.
Alarming.
It's okay if you want to stay away from, news about wars in Iran. But if you are not following that there's this kind of parasitic outbreak going on, that to me is kind of on you.
I thought that was weird too. I felt stupid because
they should feel stupid, not you.
They should feel incredibly stupid.
Well, I walked
What do you mean? I've never heard of this thing.
Lettuce disease. Everybody and their brother is talking about the salad.
That wasn't
disease.
Now that wasn't everybody. And the one thing I've learned,
Everybody I know is talking about it.
I'm telling you, I have talked to many people in the medical community. Not everyone knew what I was talking about.
Well, they need to get back on social media.
I agree.
Yeah, that's
This
very
is the
wild
one
to me.
time that they need to be on social media, because if all my girlies on TikTok know about it and the guy with a medical MD degree doesn't, we've got a big problem with the disconnect.
Well, the other thing too is and I don't want to get into it, but it's turned political. The CDC's involved, and they don't report some of them, and it's a mess. It's a mess.
Lord.
That's why the numbers you're seeing are not, I don't think, accurate with the amount of people who have it. And they even said that I might have had this for months, not weeks.
Months?
Well, because do you know I kept getting these flus, and I wasn't doing anything crazy. I wasn't, I had to clean up my lifestyle after my hip replacement, and I was really excited to get healthy, and I wasn't getting healthy, and I was eating, and I'm not kidding you, tons and tons of bags of lettuce.
Taylor Farms.
Yes, Taylor Farms. I was eating so many Taylor Farms.
That's the outbreak lettuce.
And at first I got
What are the
mad.
odds, huh?
Then I started to see the humor in the situation.
We ordered it for Do It Bitch tomorrow. I ordered a bunch of Taylor salad.
Nope, I have a new fear in town, and it is bagged lettuce. And her name is Taylor. And then I decided to travel all through Florida. So I'm eating salads at some good restaurants, some shady restaurants. I don't know where it came from.
Yeah, you made all the wrong moves.
I made all the wrong moves, but I was trying to do the right moves.
But you were making them, and it wasn't a story then. And right after you started getting really sick, that's when everybody was like, "Oh, Taylor Farms, bag lettuce, killing people."
Well, it didn't make any sense because I'm thinking to myself, I'm taking vitamins, I'm trying to exercise, I'm not drinking, I've smoked down on the devil,
Devil's lettuce. Ironically, that lettuce decreased and the other lettuce increased.
That one helps, one hurt, honestly. But anything that I was going to even be in the situation where it would dehydrate me, I was staying away from. So I've been drinking water, and when water just kept coming up and it wouldn't stay down. And that kept happening to me. So then, thank goodness for my sister and my girlfriend. They said, dude, you're going to the ER.
Good.
Do you know exactly what they gave you to make you feel better? Was it an antibiotic?
Yeah. There's the one for the lettuce, the Balcrum or whatever.
Yes.
I think that's what it's called.
Yeah, I'd heard about that somewhere around there.
And then I'm on some other stuff. They pumped me through a bunch of stuff.
They probably completely rehydrated you too with IV bags.
They did. They were super, super nice.
That'll make you feel so much better because if you're dehydrated from 12 days of puking and diarrhea, your body needs to be rehydrated so bad.
Well, the other thing too is if that's going on all night or throughout the day, you're not sleeping either.
No.
So now your body's breaking down and you are mentally going insane.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was rough. I don't wish this on anybody. I had COVID twice. This made COVID look like a walk in the park.
Really?
I think COVID was a walk in the park. For me?
Compared
for you?
I mean, I got sick during COVID, but nothing like that. I couldn't even get off the couch. There were times where I would forget my glasses on the kitchen counter and go, well, I guess I'm just not going to see today.
Damn.
Yeah, I was a solid 2 weeks with this. Now, where are you right now? Are you still coming out of it? About what percentage would you say you're back?
Good thing is I'm not, all like the gross symptoms have stopped.
Okay.
And I'm just kind of feeling a little lethargic and I'm on like day 3 of medicine. So we'll let you know. The thing that sucks about this one medicine is some people are allergic to it.
Really?
Yeah. So you
the antibiotic you need?
Yeah. The one for the lettuce. I just call it the lettuce disease because I cannot pronounce it. And neither can other people either.
Yeah, we can't either. We tried.
People in the medical community couldn't. They go, oh, yeah, that...
salad disease.
Yes, salad.
Yeah, it sounds better.
The Cyclospora, is that what it is? They call it?
Then it's like Cyclospora.
If you have the actual thing, cyclosporiasis, maybe is what it goes to.
Yeah.
Let's just stick to salad disease.
Yeah, you're right.
It's so much. That's all I just said. I have the lettuce disease.
Whoa. Well, you never know when you need a good show on deck to watch because you never know when you're going to get Cyclospora. So that might take a couple weeks of, just... I'm not going to do much except sit here and watch TV.
Weeks, sometimes months for some people.
You never know.
The one thing I forgot to say is if you are having any of these symptoms, make sure you tell your doctor you want to be tested for that disease because if not, you don't know if you have it through blood work. I've been getting blood work for 2 months.
Okay.
Nothing comes up. You have to have the other test, unfortunately.
Okay. And remind your doctors because we're finding out a lot of them never even heard of Cyclospora.
Now, some of them, a lot of them did.
A lot of them probably do, but just the fact that one
There was more than one.
didn't, even if only one didn't.
It is kind of wild.
How do I know about it? And I'm a knucklehead.
I had somebody in the medical community tell me that I should chat GPT some of my symptoms. I go, chat GPT, my symptoms, and ask that?
What?
I go, the chat GPT is wrong.
I'm here with you.
I mean, I'm not kidding you. I couldn't believe it.
You went to medical school. I'm here with you.
I was so just feebled, had no fight in me. I'm like, okay, I'll chat GPT.
Chat GPT?
Yeah.
How disappointing.
Stay with that. You're going to shrink your profession.
How disappointing.
Yeah. Steer people to the AI and then see what happens. Yeah, that's probably not the right move.
No. That's embarrassing.
Yeah, probably not the right move. Yeah, so some of the things that you can check out was actually a show that my wife turned me on to, and we watched over the weekend. It was on Amazon Prime. And have you ever seen Outer Banks? It is the show where the high school kids going around looking for treasure.
It's kind of like a new modern Goonies.
It is.
But with older kids,
Right.
but they're hot and they're like hooking up with each other. It's very sexy and teenage, old teenage though.
Well, one of the creators of Outer Banks wound up doing this show on Amazon Prime, and my wife turned me around to it. It was called The Runarounds, and it is about these kids in high school finishing up their senior year, and this one kid's dream is, I've got the summer just to kind of make this band work, and he's got some friends who are off to college or wherever, and he's like, I got to show them in 3 months that this is a better move for them to stay in this band than to run off to college and do everything else.
I love this.
And it is in North Carolina, one of those cool little towns, Wilmington, just like Outer Banks. So you can tell it's got all the ear markings. It's shot, it looks just like Outer Banks, the TV show, but it's around a teenage band. And the thing I was really impressed with, they're really good musicians. They sound really good. And, you know, they could have been acting and faking it, but they have a drummer on there. It's phenomenal. And so his movements were all right.
Okay.
So
He's probably legit then if you're matching it up with the movements.
I kind of checked, and I think they did start by trying to find actual musicians. I don't know who these kids are, but you can make them a band. And
Totally.
to me, I don't even know why they're not coming out with music now, because some of the songs I heard, I was like, it was pretty good. And they do a great job with putting just cool songs in there. They have, you know, songs that just have a cool vibe. They're usually alternative, but you're just like, oh, what a cool sounding song that was. So it was littered with great music. It was a great little storyline. It's one season, and you ever seen a show, too, you kind of hope they stop?
Aw, I get
And
it.
it's nothing bad. It's nothing bad.
The story may have ended.
The story just was in a really great spot in where it went. And you're like, it's kind of one of those, sometimes
Kevin,
less might be more. You never know.
They are not ending it. If people like you are catching it and you're loving it and it catches fire, you will absolutely see a season 2.
Oh, that's the entertainment way. Do something over and over again until it's
Wring
dead.
out all the creative juice from that puppy.
Well, if you liked Outer Banks, I think you would like this. It's one of those kind of teenage coming of age tales.
I loved Outer Banks.
Yes. So
loved it.
I think you might like this. Again, I think it would help, too, if you really like the music industry and things like that, because it's a little bit of them trying to navigate that.
What's the name of it again?
It is called The Runarounds.
The Runarounds.
The Runarounds.
And is that the name of their band?
Yeah, that's the name of the band that they
Okay.
have in there. And it's funny and it's cool and it's got a great little story. But like with Outer Banks, you have to somewhat suspend belief. Just a little bit.
Do your own mental edits.
Yeah, you got to kind of say, all right, this is all in the name of the context of this just being a fun, goofy little show. And yeah, this isn't reality.
Are they hot?
They're cute.
Okay.
It's a lot of cute kids.
Yeah.
You know, doing that kind of thing.
It
so
wouldn't
all
work
plays.
if they weren't good looking.
No, you're right.
Kevin feels weird calling them hot.
I know, but it is what it is. You know what? Sue me.
It's a formula.
They know what they're doing.
And it works.
Short shorts work.
Mm-hmm. Now, Jbird, you watched a ton of stuff while you were out, both TV shows and movies, and you kind of discover the ones that hold up. The ones that you like best, like you went back and even watched some sequels. You got everything from movies to everything, you know, in between on this.
Well, the key here is if you're sick, you got to keep it light. I watched some dark programming, and that did not help the mood.
Right.
Because when you're sick, you kind of get depressed. I get depressed when I'm sick like that. So I try to keep it light, and I'm glad I did because I discovered some old ones I haven't seen in a while.
Okay.
One of Rocco's favorites that he loves, Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I hadn't watched it in a minute. That is a cozy, just fun, light movie.
It is. It's a great movie. And for someone like Rocco who loves the idea of skipping school, he's like, wait, this is possible?
Getting one over on somebody.
What? And I can do it using the computer and change grades? I mean, you are speaking to my son, Rocco.
And I think that would hold up with the youth. I think young kids would still like that movie.
Okay, still plays.
The Goonies is a good one. That's old school. Chef is a newer one, newish.
Okay.
It's a really awesome, cute movie about food and a guy who's a chef.
Didn't you watch Chef, Kevin?
My wife might have.
Yeah, I think your wife watched Chef.
She watches everything.
Yeah.
So, she should be a TV critic.
John Favreau.
Probably.
It's really a good movie. It's a feel-good movie. Highly recommend that.
He does good stuff.
Yeah.
Moneyball with Brad Pitt. Now, it's nothing heavy in that. It's a baseball movie, but I think even if you don't like baseball, you might like that movie. And then for Happy Gilmore 1 and Part 2 made me smile and feel better.
2's good. I haven't seen that one yet.
It's not as good as 1.
Okay.
But it's good enough.
Good enough to watch.
Yes, I think so.
Okay. All right.
Shows where there's a show called Outlast. It's one of those survival shows.
Okay.
I love those shows where you have to live out on the land.
Oh, yeah.
I always make believe I'm on my like when I was sick, I was acting like I was out in the just the snow of Alaska.
Naked and afraid.
Yeah, actually, exactly. I was acting like a tiger might jump on me or something. $1 Million Secret, which is on Netflix. It's a newer reality show. It's all about deceit, lying, and the winner gets $1 million. I think you would love it.
I saw the preview for that, and then I realized how many episodes it was, and I was like, I can't.
It's not that many. It's 8 per season.
Yeah, that's a lot. I'm
right.
going for like shorter.
You got to get lettuce disease then.
Yeah, that's right.
Dude.
You'll get caught up.
Don't think I didn't want to get me some of that 10-pound weight loss, because that's what everybody's reporting from the bagged lettuce disease.
At least. Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Have you ever seen that, Kev?
I have not. I've only seen little clips. I saw the one where they had a lineup and they were doing the Backstreet Boys song. It was pretty funny. I was like, it looks like it could be amusing.
It's goofy.
Okay.
It's very goofy.
Yeah.
And the Great Food Truck Race.
Okay.
Keeping it light.
Okay.
And then Shrinking, I think, is an excellent series.
Shrinking's very good. I had watched the end of that. I think they've got a new season now, so I need to get back to it. But that's, what, I would put that in the same category. They've been really smart. Creating along the Ted Lasso recipe of it's light, easy. I think they just realized, look, everybody's so stressed and everything was so nasty that let's just have people that enjoy each other, and it's funny and it's entertaining and it's light.
And Shrinking's got some deep, heartfelt moments.
It does.
But it comes back to comedy as well.
Yeah, they don't keep you in one zone too often. It has enough heart. I really find like the really good shows do that. They have a moment where they got a little bit of heart, something serious, but then there's entertainment in it. So there's a lot of things that go around with that. I was watching Landman again with my wife because she had never seen it. And that's such a well-done show.
It is fun if you love a show to then bring somebody in and watch it with them and they haven't seen it. Yeah, that is fun.
That. And then it reminded me, just watching it a second time, Billy Bob Thornton is hysterical. Like, he's very funny. His character's amazing in that.
Amazing.
Dude, he was awesome in the movie Tombstone. He had the smallest part. He was in there for like 2 minutes. He was great.
Landman is the best Taylor Sheridan show. I've watched a lot of them, and it's by far the best. And it's really because of Billy Bob Thornton. He separates.
He got that riz.
He does, and he's just nonstop funny. He's bad Santa.
He's not trying.
No, he's bad Santa through the whole thing. It just fits him.
Well, have you ever seen him in interviews?
Yes.
He's pretty entertaining.
He is. He's just, that's what he does, and he does it very well. So there you go. You got a ton of stuff to watch now. So we just hooked you up with all that. Did you happen to watch any of the World Cup finale or even the bronze game that happened on Saturday at Hard Rock Stadium here in South Florida, Virginia?
I watched a little bit of yesterday because it was going on when I was at the Moose Lodge. And the Moose Lodge is it's a sports bar. A lot of TVs. A great place to watch sports. A fun vibe. But it was the halftime show. And there was so many old white guys going, I don't know. They need to get Madonna out of there. She's a little old for this at this point. They wanted more Shakira, less Madonna.
They wanted Madonna to throw the towel
And I was like, sir, you're 80. You got a lot of balls.
Right.
And he does. He's got a lot.
A lot. And they're wrinkled, and they might touch that knee.
Yes.
Not even kidding.
They were just being vocal about how Madonna needs to get out of there. They were making cracks about her on that golf cart that I guess Ronaldo was driving, and they were like, yeah, she needs the golf cart because she's old and she can't walk. I'm like, sir, you're 80. You're old and you can't walk. How dare you?
It was there was a lot of weirdness that went on with the whole thing. Yeah, the Madonna thing, they showed like a little video, and then she comes out on a golf cart, and then she was on camera for all of 13 seconds. That's all she got.
Was that on purpose?
I assume they designed it all out that way. She was
cool with that.
I guess so. I'm like, this is what you're going to get. And this is what happened with Madonna. This is not a lot, but just a little. So she's not even singing at all.
Now, was she acting like she was singing?
It was just, she was kind of lip syncing. There was a lot of lip syncing that was going on. In fact, that was one of the commentaries that I'd heard about Shakira is that, she is always lip syncing. And so her part was lip sync because, she does a lot of the dancing too. And to be fair, for a lot of times these performers in these stadiums, there's a lot of echo and it's really difficult. You have to have what they call your ears in or whatever they use, or it's like you don't hear anything else other than just your voice off the microphone.
We know. We saw the Kevin Ralston at Roger Dean Stadium trying to balance the echo. We know.
And I don't handle it well. It's tough.
I don't either.
Yeah, it's really tough.
I was like, let Kevin talk.
So,
I've been drinking.
I can let you know from experience, it is challenging because it's like you talk and then you hear your voice back in your ear a split second later.
You can't even have one beer and try to do that.
It's stone cold sober. It's almost impossible.
Yeah, so I think that's why a lot of them do the lip syncing. So there was mainly lip syncing Shakira's performance. She looked great. And of course, the recorded track sounded fantastic as well.
Feel it, got everything you need it. Now bring it like you need it. Just like you need it.
What was funny about this is there was a lot of kind of weird mix of stuff that was going on with this performance and just the whole thing that they had added into it. And one of them was they had the Muppets that had come in there to do Seven Nation Army, but then the Muppets kind of stuck around and they're cutting between Cookie Monster watching Shakira, and he's got those googly eyes anyway. So going, me likey Shakira's cookie.
She looked good too, Cookie Monster.
Oh, and he got it. You can see, likey. Yeah.
We agree. She is delicious.
He was just drinking it in. So the one performance that looks like it absolutely was done live was Justin Bieber. He came out there, and it was kind of interesting how they set his whole thing up because they had an introduction with the stars of Ted Lasso that, kind of did this quick little intro to pump him up before he went out there as an acoustic guitar.
Coach, I gotta say, the first half of halftime knocked my darn socks off.
Spectacular, baby.
I mean, how the heck is anyone gonna be able to follow all that?
Gonna be tough.
Yep. Yeah, you know what I think we need? We need some heart. Someone that has some soul. Someone who can bring the love. Ooh, you thinking what I'm thinking?
One step ahead of you, Coach.
You always are. All right, young man, let's go. It's your big shot. Okay. Now listen to me. Go out there. Don't be nervous. Nobody's watching. All right? Make us proud.
There you go. And then they just put Justin Bieber out on the field with his guitar, and he sang.
Good morning, curtains dancing in the sunrise. Baby's crawling on the floor.
So he does everything hallelujah out there, and, it sounded good. I mean, he can sing well. There was just some comments about, it's one of those things where this is kind of a hype event and whatnot, and did, the acoustic performance, kind of match the moment, I guess might be the question. And look, he sounded good, and he shows what a true talent he really is.
Get a little Beauty and the Beat up in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least some peaches or something.
Yeah, but there were some people that were like, I don't know. I mean, it was
You're right, because there's so much energy. It is a real downer.
Well, it's a great song to go to take a pee break.
Yeah. And what was amazing was, they've got these former footballers that are doing commentary like you see in the NFL. They'll have that. And Wayne Rooney is a guy that used to play for England. And he's always kind of been a little bit of an animated dude. And they asked him what he thought about the halftime performance and the performances that had happened around the World Cup.
I'll be honest, man, was when it finished.
Enjoy it.
I like a lot of the matches, but I thought it was crap.
So miserable. He said, I like a lot of the performance overall was crap. I said, I like a lot of these performers, but overall it was crap. He was not feeling this. It was crap, man. It's crap.
Now, did Jennifer Hudson, did she lip sync or was that legit live?
I was in a bar, so I wasn't able to see. I mean, it sounded legit, but yeah, you don't really know. I was at Patty Mac, so I was getting a lot of the Irish accents as well. And so I don't know exactly what was going on with her performance. But she did sound good.
It sounded amazing, but then I was noticing that the audio and the mouth wasn't matching all the time, but I wasn't sure if that was a delay.
That would shock me if she was lip syncing that.
Because she can legit.
Oh.
She has major pipes.
She does.
If anyone should have sang live, it's her.
Amen.
Yeah, here's a bit of how her performance sounded as she did the Star Spangled Banner.
So proudly we hailed at the
I'm leaning on that was live.
That sounds live to me.
Yeah. Because they will do the anthem live a lot. Yeah, I'm going to go that that was a live performance.
That's got to be so nerve-wracking to do that with all those people watching,
Well,
especially if it's live.
Well, and especially the fact that, the audience, I think I heard 1.5 billion globally watching that. And here you are trying to rattle off one of the hardest to sing songs.
And everyone's going to be judging you.
Yeah.
And did you hit every word?
Was it crap? Pretty darn good.
That sounds live to me.
That sounds live, but they can auto-tune live too now.
Yeah, but she doesn't need auto-tune.
I know she doesn't need it,
I
but
think that's
damn,
all
that
her,
was
baby.
perfect.
Wow.
Yeah, that was
perfect.
Could you imagine trying to do that with your voice?
Hell no.
I wouldn't be able to talk till December.
Well, for a lot of people, the top thing they're talking about with the World Cup finale that happened yesterday were the performers and everything that had gone on. Who was live, who was lip syncing, who was good, who was not. I think a lot of people did do it live. There's only maybe a few lip syncings. I think the Madonna was definitely lip syncing. Post Malone was out there. He did a performance. I don't know. You can't really tell sometimes from listening to it, but he kind of debuted the new song that he has that he's coming out with, kind of showing you that he's going back to his old direction of kind of more the hip-hop R&B. This is Chrome Heartbreaker that is going to be from his upcoming album, The Eternal Buzz.
Hey, yeah, I'm hopping out that collie, hush puppy on me, paparazzi flocking with the magazine poking, all my money clean, not a dance stain on me, I will pop a bean, 2016 Stony, I know them little crazy gon' stop to this, on my bed.
Yes, I would say his country era is over, at least for now, even though he was dressed like a country star. He was in all denim and a cowboy hat and all that kind of stuff. He came out and did that, but I guess, goes to show he's versatile. He can go back and forth and do either one. BTS did a performance, and people were saying that Dynamite was live. So you had all this music and everything kind of getting you all pumped up, and then you said, you know what, it's still not enough. It's still not enough. We've had Post Malone, and we've had BTS, and we've had Madonna, and my gosh, Shakira just really kind of distracted us from even wanting to watch soccer. And so we got to get everybody back on this page and said, what are we going to do? What are we going to do now? And they said, you know what? Let's get Tom Cruise.
Let's get Tom Cruise to weird everybody out.
We need a motivational speech to get the whole world behind this match, because otherwise they're not going to care.
Is it me, or did they give him a long time to talk?
He got a lot of time. I was just like, what is going on? It's like he was doing a TED Talk out there.
And I really thought at the end of his speech he was going to launch into space or something, or into the air.
Just waiting for something like that to happen.
Something. Did you see any of that, Virginia?
No. What the hell did he say?
It was weird. At least I thought it was weird.
This is only a portion of it because the regular version is just way too long.
Too long for this?
It was so long, Virginia.
Here's just a snapshot of what Tom Cruise was saying before the World Cup match yesterday.
Football is a language spoken without words, a force that unites people, that turns strangers into friends, and reminds us of what we all have in common. Today, only 2 teams remain. España y Argentina.
They were like, oh, wait, what are we doing? Oh, he's saying our names of our teams? Okay, yeah.
Virginia, that's a fraction. It goes on and on.
Yeah.
He just thinks everything he says is so important.
But it was all about motivation and bringing people together. Like, all right, we get it, Tom.
Yeah.
We're all together. We get it.
It was something, but
I think every time he speaks, they look at it like, okay, good, because you could, like, maybe you'll get more people to come to Scientology now.
Well, I was thinking too, imagine how Tom Cruise preps for something like that. The intensity.
He needs to word edit.
Yeah, I don't think he knows how to.
You know, a lot of people are using ChatGPT now to write their scripts, and ChatGPT needs to word edit. It is too long. It writes all this flowery stuff, and you're like, shut the hell up.
Am I the only one that thought the Tom Cruise thing was kind of long? Or?
No, I mean, honestly, I think the whole thing, it was just weird. I think a lot of people, the commentary over it all, from the Muppets to Tom Cruise to Madonna, to just, look, there were some interesting parts in there. You're like, okay, that's kind of good, but, well, that's kind of weird. Cookie Monster oogling Shakira. It's just, there's a lot of things just kind of odd that was going on with the whole thing. The match itself, now that'll be the big question. Does this ignite the fires of passion for soccer in the United States more or less? Because these are the kind of things where the Europeans and South Americans, that they're all into, because they fully understand soccer so well, is you get to basically extra time and there's no goals. Like, there is no scoring that is happening in this thing. I mean, you get well deep into the game. The 106 minutes. We've been playing for 105 minutes.
Can you imagine running around on a field for 106 minutes? That's an athlete.
I almost collapsed just getting my mail.
Right.
And that's a true story.
So we get to the 106 minute before we get Spain finally putting a goal on the board.
Hooks it in. Williams battling, knocks it down. It's free. It's a goal. Will that be the goal that wins Spain their second World Cup title? Spain, for the second time in their history, have won the World Cup.
There you go. And now their men and women's team is holding on to the World Cup championship right now. First time that's ever happened.
Wow, Bulls? Mm-hmm. That's cool.
Yeah. But we know that a goal's always better in Spanish than English. I mean, come on, right?
It's not even close. It's not even close.
It's not even close. You always watch soccer in Spanish.
That man can hold a note.
Yeah,
That he can.
That was in key.
Get it, Daddy.
That he can. That's the way you
Get
do
it, Papa.
Well, on Saturday in South Florida, we saw the exact opposite of what you saw yesterday at MetLife Stadium up in Jersey. It was 6-4 was the final that we had there. And England was just beating the pants off of France in the first half, and then France came back a little bit. Mbappe had a goal and made it tight, but then England just put it out of reach. But, that was a lot more of an exciting game. Americans like going, okay, I can get behind a 6-4 soccer game, which is rare.
6-4 is more exciting. If you get that kind of goal
right
6 times,
yeah,
that's pump you up.
Americans typically like that a little bit more. And England, one of their best players, Harry Kane, didn't even play. So
his name is Hurricane?
Harry Kane.
Oh.
It is kind of like close to that, though. Yeah, you're right.
Like fighting Hurricane.
Yeah, Hurricane. Well, yeah, the World Cup finale yesterday, MetLife Stadium up there in New Jersey. So just kind of right off of like 17 right there. I saw there were a lot of, I don't know what happened, but I think there's some issues getting into the stadium I had seen. And it looked like some Argentinian fans were actually crossing the highway to try to get to the stadium. And it was a good bit of ways away. It was completely unsafe. It was madness. Man, it's a pretty good looking zooming little highway right there off of MetLife.
Were
And
they
cars
trying?
were having to try to stop. They're just trying to get to the stadium.
Were they trying to avoid the stadium parking fees by parking off-site?
Could have been. Yeah, the video I saw on social media, I'm like, wow, that was kind of wild.
If you're going to charge me $200 to park, guess what? I'm going to walk to the stadium from miles away.
Seems like the better play.
I'll get in those steps. I don't give a crap.
Yeah. There, of course, were a lot of celebrities that were there. Mick Jagger was there. Beckham's over there. You know, the typical ones that you would see. But I guess it goes to speak to just how much some of the tickets were, because there were some celebrities that I saw that weren't in awesome seats. Like I saw, for instance, like Mike Tyson was in a section that had like Dave Chappelle in it, and they were kind of far up. Our buddy Tyler Cameron was there, and he was in like the nosebleeds.
Yeah, well, I mean, Mike Tyson should have a better seat than Tyler Cameron.
It wasn't much better.
Come on, Mike.
I'm telling you, I was
You
like,
need to
wow.
stand up for yourself, boy.
I was really kind of surprised because these are people you normally see where they'd be courtside or they'd be
Right.
like in a skybox or something like that. I guess it goes to speak to the demand.
Well, you're Mike Tyson. You deserve some of the best seats. Not only are you a celebrity who's been doing it since the 80s, you're an athlete. This is an athletic competition. Like, Mike Tyson should have some of the best seats.
It was kind of interesting to see just who was exactly sitting where. And I guess it's no wonder, because now what we saw yesterday is the most expensive sporting event in U.S. history. The 2026 World Cup final with Argentina and Spain. You were talking about a ticket price at $11,327 on average.
Wow.
Average ticket price, $11,300.
That's insane.
Pretty crazy. In fact, it's about $2,000 more expensive than the number 2 event, which was the 2024 Super Bowl with the Chiefs and Niners.
Yeah, I guess you do have to be a celebrity to be able to afford to go.
Yes. And then the status, even when you get in there, those tickets are insane.
How sad would it be if you saved all your money and you were an Argentina fan and you paid that and then they lost?
Well, that's just the thing. There's so many people, like I said, when you get to these massive sporting events, it's just littered with a lot of people that are there for getting corporate tickets and, schmoozing. And I knew of somebody that went and they had pretty good seats and they didn't really want to go. They're just like, all right, I just got to kind of do it.
I'm doing it to be seen.
Yes, that's what some celebs do. That's what they said about Harry and Meghan. They'd go to these sporting events just to be seen, and she'd probably even know what was going on.
We gotta stay relevant.
The claw would come out. And,
Yeah. Another thing that really stands out to me, just looking at this list of the top 5, is just how many of them are frequent. There was nothing before 2020 for the most expensive sporting event in U.S. history. That was the Super Bowl with the Chiefs Niners then. That was $6,500. And it really just speaks to how insane these prices are getting, which I think are being driven up by corporations and all that kind of interest that's happening.
Yeah, and celebrities buying the tickets.
Uh-huh.
They can afford it, so they set the price.
Right. And then the corporations on top of it that just buy them out.
They can afford it for sure.
So you got the World Cup final at number 1. You've got 3 Super Bowls after that and they're all with the Chiefs. All Chiefs Super Bowls are 2, 3, and 4. And then number 5 is from this year, NBA Finals Game 3, Knicks Spurs, $6,308.
Wow.
Yeah. So those are your top sporting events by ticket price cost.
We're going to watch it on TV.
I love it on TV.
You know what? It's nice on TV.
I can change it if I don't want to.
Yeah.
I mean, any of those tickets right there, for one ticket, you could buy the most awesome TV and have the best setup in your own home to watch endless games on, not just one.
Totally.
Yeah, for the cost of one, to just kind of put it in perspective. Yeah, it's insane.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away, because we need that Dirt of the Day.
This Dirt of the Day is brought to you by my favorite closet people, closetsbydesign.com. Well, there's this ultra private, just my type of place in New York City in NoHo. So it's just a little bit like north of Lower Manhattan. It's kind of like right above there. And it's called Zero Bond. And it's like a fancy spot. Like you have to know somebody. It's ultra exclusive. And 50 Cent was performing there on Saturday night. So the exclusive crowd, I guess, was told ahead of time, like, don't film anybody because there's going to be lots of celebrities here. And that's part of their like code.
Yeah.
When Travis Scott, who was there watching 50 Cent perform, noticed that another guest, just a peasant, a regular person, not a celebrity, was filming him.
Uh-oh.
So, Travis Scott is going to Travis Scott and let this individual know he's not happy about being filmed in this ultra private club, Zero Bond. So Travis goes over there to the guy and, of course, brings his entourage, and things got ugly. People started throwing bottles. The cops had to show up.
Funny enough, it was all on film.
That's when everybody pulls out their phones, and now you have a situation. It was not clear if Travis himself threw bottles. I don't believe he was arrested, but other people in his crew were detained. I saw pictures of guys in cuffs while police were talking to people. So, yeah. Zero Bond. Look it up. This looks like the place if you're down in that area in Manhattan. Ultra exclusive, Jbird.
Okay.
Andrew Tate and his brother Tristan were finally arrested in Miami after the UK has filed rape and sex trafficking charges. We apparently can't do any of that sort of stuff with the Epstein files. We have all of these women who were trafficked, but we don't have any of the men they were trafficked to getting charges, but the UK has figured out how to do it. So Andrew Tate and his brother Tristan have been arrested. Apparently they had images of children and they're being trafficked for all kinds of exploitation. So the new evidence brings the total number of victims to 7. And the U.S. Marshals got them because the UK has put out the warrant for their arrest.
There was one thing that I saw. I think, I don't know the difference between the two, but one of the brothers, I think it was the bald-headed one, when he was getting arrested, it looked like he tried to hand off his phone to his bodyguard, and his bodyguard wouldn't touch the phone and just kind of let it fall to the ground. And there was a federal agent that swooped it right up.
Good.
So I don't know.
That bodyguard did the right thing.
It might have been like, hey, bro, hold this, because
no.
Or it could have been like, there's something incriminating on this, and he's like, I know what's on that thing, and there are federal agents standing right here. I am not going to touch that.
I am not getting involved in your crime. I drove you, and I didn't even want to do that.
Maybe the bodyguard tipped off the authorities.
Who knows?
I'm driving to the airport.
People were breaking it down, and it could have been a bunch of nothing, but it could also have been something too.
Good for that bodyguard if he's the one that tipped him off. When you see bad things happening, you have to say something. You have to protect all the future victims that these Tate brothers.
That's a better name for them.
The Tate brothers.
Stinky like a taint, both of them. So thank goodness the UK has more balls than the US and has issued a warrant for their arrest. And finally, here we are cheering for local Palm Beach resident Sylvester Stallone. He's got a new book out, and you can pre-order it right now. It's a memoir, and it's called The Steps. And Sylvester Stallone talks about, turning 80 has made him look back on this journey, the struggles, the setbacks, the people that believed in me, and the years even before Rocky that shaped his life. He says it's just not a story about success. It's also a story about never giving up on yourself, and I'm excited to finally share it with you. The Steps is available for pre-order.
I am so excited because the biopic is coming out about how he made Rocky, but I was so tricked because the guy who's playing Rocky sounds exactly
Yeah, he
like
does.
him. I'm going,
Yeah.
oh, this is AI. I got
No.
you. It took me
Yeah.
10 minutes to realize, oh, this is real, and I am going to the theater for that one.
Absolutely.
If you, I mean, I don't know how much you guys know about the story of Rocky, and I'll keep it quick.
we
but
know a little bit because of that trailer now.
the making of the first Rocky really kind of mirrors the movie Rocky. It's an underdog. He had to fight and scream. He filmed Rocky in under 30 days. That is
Wow.
insane.
Like they gave him a 30-day limit, and he came in at day number
28.
Wow.
Yeah, we played a little clip of the guy talking the other day, and it was the part where he's asking him, and they're saying, we don't want the writer to try to star in this. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, offer him a little payment. And they were going to give him like $2,000. Like, all right, give him $20,000. Like, all right, give him $70,000. I'm not going to do it for $1 million. You know,
He stuck to his guns. He bet on himself.
Right.
He knew he could deliver the performance because he had written the script.
well, and look at what he wound up doing the rest of his career. Became one of the biggest action stars ever.
It's that moment that defined the
It
rest
is.
of your life.
It's a lesson really for everybody that when you really believe in yourself, and two, there's something about doing it yourself. Too often people come in, they swoop up your business or this or that or your idea, and you got to just stick with your guns. And he did.
Amen.
It's courageous to do because you're doing it on your own, so everything is on you.
And you're new
And
and
you're
you're
new.
young.
Yeah.
And you're going up against all these people that run these studios, these old rich white guys that are very powerful. Like that took balls for him to tell them, no, I'm going to be the star or you're going to kick rocks.
You nailed something, though, Kev. When you do believe in yourself, now there's a difference between believing in yourself and being delusional. And
You're
sometimes
right.
it's a fine line sometimes.
You better have the goods to back it up.
It's a fine line.
And he did.
Yeah.
He backed it up with skill and expertise, and he set himself up for the rest of his life and his family and generations to come after he's gone.
If you really believe in yourself, you may not get exactly what you want, but you'll get a version of it.
That just goes to show you, though, when you bet on yourself, it's the only way. He's not going to walk away with a bunch of what ifs.
Yeah.
And that's what's going on in your dirt.
Think fast, think fast. If you don't come in first, you might as well be last. Think fast.
All right, we got the whole crew back and ready to go here for another round of Think Fast, trying to wake everybody up here for the week. Get that brain going. I'll be throwing some different topics at you, and what your job is you've got to try to come up with a sensible answer the fastest.
Oh, yeah, the bird is back.
Yes, he is. Step aside. Step aside.
Veins pumping with antibiotic.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Sick by noon.
All right, we got Virginia and Denny's also in here to take on the bird today and Think Fast. All right, the first thing that I got for you here is I need you to give me a type of soup that starts with the letter P.
Potato.
Who started with that P first?
I think I popped that P right at the beginning.
You
Denny's,
did.
okay.
Pop it, Denny's.
He's popping that P. Nice. Sounds hot.
Did you say pee?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. All right, here we go. Next up is give me a movie genre that starts with the letter A.
Adventure. Adventure.
I'll go adventure, yes. Very nice, Jbird. We're going to go with adventure.
Couldn't think of any other.
I was like,
You said something about that soup.
Yeah, I'm still.
Okay. All right, it's tied one apiece. Jaybird's got one. Denny's has got one. Okay. Give me a sea creature that starts with the letter J.
Jellyfish.
There you go.
okay.
You gave me the idea.
I know. I don't know why did I stop?
I don't know.
I thought you wanted like a creature. I'm like, jellyfish, is that a creature? And I'm like, yeah, of course it's a creature.
But does jelly start with a G or a J?
So many questions.
So many questions.
Okay, give me a social media app that starts with the letter S.
Snapchat.
Snapchat. Okay, we'll go with that.
I was inside Ralston. I could see his thoughts.
Okay, Jbird has got 2. Denny's has got 2 as well. Okay, give me a card game that starts with the letter P.
Poker.
Oh,
Wow.
I didn't think he was going to go poker.
Okay. All right, Bird, look at that. He is back and he's fresh.
I mean, the antibiotics are working.
Forcing.
Get that lettuce diet or that lettuce disease, y'all. No, do not get that lettuce disease.
Okay, something you would find in a toolbox that starts with the letter C.
Crank. They might have cranks in there.
Okay.
Corkscrew.
Corkscrew. Okay, got your wow. I guess I'll give you a crank.
Yeah, you got a crank. You crank
Yeah, I
it?
guess you could crank something.
Got a crank in there? I don't know.
Yeah.
Leave your crank out of this.
Yeah.
I know, I hated to say it.
Denny's is very suggestive in this round.
Denny's.
Dennis, you happen to have a crank on you?
I didn't even try. Just
Somebody needs to get some action.
Okay, we got a 3-3 tie between Denny's and Jbird here.
This is like the soccer match. It's intense.
Okay, give me a fruit that starts with the letter K.
Kale.
kiwi.
Kiwi's going to be it.
Kiwi.
Denny's gets a dub.
Wow.
Once again, salads brought me down.
You went with salad. Your
You
enemy.
can't get away from that salad roll. And when you know, in every single turn, it's causing him pain.
It really is. Man, don't get healthy. I should have just stuck with pizza and chocolate.
That's the message.
Salad is not your friend.
Don't get healthy, kids.
Oh, BSB fans, I'm sure you were plugged in over the weekend as the Backstreet Boys got a little residency going at the Sphere in Las Vegas.
Oh, did you see our KVJ Nationer, Carla? She went.
Did she?
And
Okay.
She was all into it with the costumes and the dance moves.
It was pretty amazing. They got that cool stage, and then, you know, when you're at the Sphere that goes up and over your head, and you're just completely immersed in nothing but the Backstreet Boys. Cool. I mean, the effects on it are just unreal. You can do it at the Sphere, what you just can't do anywhere else. I think it has to make it the #1 concert venue.
Easily.
I can't really think of other places. Now, there are other places before you had the Sphere that maybe had natural beauty, and there was something cool about it. There's a place called Red Rocks in Denver.
Yeah.
And it's amazing. Just kind of this amphitheater. It's carved into the side of this hill, and it's the Red Rocks, and it just looks beautiful. Probably the coolest show I ever saw was at Berkeley, University of Cal Berkeley. They had this Greek amphitheater, and there was this new band that had just hit the world called Hootie and the Blowfish. And I saw them, and they really didn't have a lot of the stage lighting. They really just had candles lit and carpets out there. It was a total hippie atmosphere, which you would expect at Berkeley. And I was like, this is a cool little venue. That's one of the best places I've ever gone.
What's that place in LA where Adele did that concert? And it's like an outdoor thing, and it's like a big thing
They have the
behind her.
Hollywood Bowl.
Maybe that's the one it was.
Okay.
That's beautiful too. But nothing compares to the Sphere.
Yeah, I really cannot think of a better venue to see your favorite artist. If you had to pick them, you'd be like, because it's a different level of show.
Is that the one where that big giant robot comes out and it's all over the whole dome?
They put whatever. They have a smiley face or this or that. It's just, that's the outside, and then the inside is a lot of the same.
It's a giant ball covered in LED screens, and they can make whatever they want, including a giant eyeball on this giant ball. I kind of think it would freak Jbird out.
Well, Ryan Beckett from our Weird and Whatever podcast showed me and Denny's this big giant robot from the Sphere, and it gave me and Denny's a panic attack on the television.
Yeah. I could only imagine. In fact, I saw there was somebody that clearly had done one too many edibles before they went into the Sphere, and they're just like, oh.
Yeah.
somebody's just recording them watching the sphere, and you can tell they're like, oh, this is too much.
I can see how that would freak
In fact,
you
I think
out.
the caption said one edible too many, and they're just like,
Yeah, I don't know that's the best environment.
It's so big and it's so real. And they do things with the air in the place. Like if they want you to feel like you're in a windstorm, you're in a windstorm.
Well, me and Denny's couldn't figure out how big this robot was. We go, what are they projecting it on? Is that the sky? And we were
it is, yeah.
They create a sky inside this ball, and then you think it's the sky, and then here comes the robot. Like, you should not do too many mushrooms when you go there.
The robot's face goes down into the crowd. No way.
You may have a heart attack.
Yeah, I think if you want to see your favorite artist, the Sphere is probably the number one place that you would like to see them, because it just looked really cool. And all the videos I saw, they've been dipping back and doing some of their kind of like B-sides, though. I love this song from BSB from back in the day. Sound good.
They really do.
Yeah.
I became fans of them after that last Joey Fatone documentary. I don't really like their music, but I really thought a lot of the guys in that thing were very likable.
They are. Yeah, they seem to be pretty solid dudes. So, yeah, it was a pretty good little show from what I could tell. And I saw the band Rush, now that they've got a new drummer, is talking about going to the Sphere and performing there. And if you're a fan of Rush, I think that's the place to go. I had a buddy of mine went to go see Kenny Chesney. He loves Kenny Chesney. He just said it was the best concert I've ever seen in my life.
I mean, the Rush fans can afford the ticket prices for the Sphere because they charge a little bit more than you're going to pay at a regular concert.
Right.
So I think that's a perfect pairing.
Yeah, some of those classic rock that are considered legends, they are not cheap tickets.
Rush could probably charge $500 a ticket in that Sphere and get it.
And that drummer, the new drummer, she can get it, man.
She's good.
She's good.
Very, very good. Absolutely. All right, got any thoughts on another concert venue that we did not mention? Somebody said the Gorge in Washington is one of the best places to see a show.
Okay.
And you're right. I just think even as you're throwing out all these, what were the best concert venues of all time, I just think the Sphere jumped right to number one. I really do. I mean, that's why people are doing residencies there, and it's the biggest names on planet Earth.
And climate doesn't matter because it's hot as you know what in Vegas.
Right.
So it's always going to be cool in the Sphere.
Mm-hmm. That it is.
Unless you're on 10 pounds of Molly.
Well, some of these places you're naming, you know, if we have a heat bubble, you can't go enjoy a show at some of these places.
Well, going back to the 2010s, what would you say is a trend that just jumps out that you remember from that decade? There were so many of them, but one that I remember that we partook in right when it was really happening. And now, you know, you got TikTok dances and all these viral challenges. The Harlem Shake.
Oh, yeah.
Stands out to me.
I like that one. I wish that one would come back. I thought that was a fun challenge.
We should re-release that video because that was fun.
We should do all the challenges from 10 years ago.
They'd be like, whoa, what's going on?
We should try to recreate it. I wonder if our old station would let us back in the building.
We had a comedian in ours. You remember what comedian it was?
Carlos Mencia.
It was Carlos Mencia.
Oh, now it's a little hot.
Yeah, we should release it.
We might get canceled.
What a trip in time, huh? I remember planking as well.
We did planking. We did the stank plank. Remember that?
Yeah, stank plank was a challenge. Yeah, that was back in the 2010s. That was planking over dog poo.
We also did that cold water challenge where you dumped cold water.
Ice bucket challenge.
Ice bucket challenge, yeah.
Yeah.
Remember we got poor sweet Rick Blackwell with that?
I do, yeah.
He was such a doll.
I don't even think that was part of the challenge. I think we just threw water on him.
No, that had nothing to do with the ice bucket challenge. That was just to celebrate a great time.
Yeah, that That wasn't even for any kind of special charity. We were just being jerks.
Yeah,
Damn.
I think we were celebrating for something. He had something good going on. We're like, all right, there was a win, and he was covering it. Yeah, he's a good sport.
That's a
He
lot.
was awesome sport.
Adorable sport.
Yeah, he is. Some of the other stuff that was happening, there was another song, not just the Harlem Shake, but you remember Gangnam Style was big.
Yes.
Everybody was doing that dance as well.
There was that other challenge. Was it parkour? Parkour. You jump and you have to land
from The Office.
Yes, but that was a major challenge where you had to jump on things, and I forget how, but it was a big challenge.
It's almost like a gymnastic type thing. I still see it. It's mesmerizing to watch. It's just people and how they do flips and side flips and all kinds of stuff, jumping up on things.
We had
pretty nutty.
We had the mannequin challenge.
That's right.
Yeah, that was another one. It was an era. That's really when challenges started to take light. I mean, how many big challenges were there? Or the dances or whatever? Because social media, that's really when it picked up. You had the smartphones that landed right about that to start off the 2010s. Social media then went to a different level because you had the smartphones, and then everybody was connecting, doing all these challenges. It was a different era.
It was.
Yeah, it really was kind of crazy.
It was kind of when challenges were innocent. Now they're, okay, take this hammer, see how many bones you can smash on your face.
My goodness.
That's where the challenges are gone.
Dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Mm-hmm. There also were some fashion trends that had happened. Skinny jeans started to take off in the 2010s, if you remember
Not
that.
for everybody.
Yeah, no, not for everyone.
No, it will make your body look like Humpty Dumpty. Trust me.
If you're built like Gru from the Minions.
It doesn't look right on certain bodies, and I have one of them bodies. I was in a pinch and I had to wear jeans, and I accidentally bought skinny jeans, and we had an event, and I would have rather have been naked.
Yeah. We got on a bacon kick back in the 2010s. That really happened. Bacon took on new life. They're doing, like, you can get, you go to Twin Peaks, you can get the Millionaire Bacon. You know, they make it thicker now, and they glaze it with syrup or something like that.
Candied bacon.
Candied bacon. It started to have an era back in the 2010s.
Candy bacon, that's a good way to make it even healthier.
Exactly. And then the fancy mustaches. Mustaches really started to come back, and not just the regular stashes like what you're seeing now, but they do the handlebar mustaches, and they'd do different designs to them.
It's a peacock move.
It is.
Full and pretty. There's just something about it that says, I'm a man, damn it.
But I couldn't grow one of those cool I don't have the right kind of hair. Some guys have the right type of perfect mustache hair that's perfect for one of them, Pringles mustaches.
It's a young man's game, too. I think as you get older, your hair thins out.
It just gets wispy.
It is. It's just not strong like that.
Instead of hair, it's whiskers.
Some are good. Some are terrible. It's so inconsistent.
You got one big long one. You're like, where's this coming from?
That grew overnight, by the way.
Out your ear.
Somebody texted in. They said, "Do you remember the tribal armband tattoos really took off in the 2010s? That was a big thing."
Really? I thought that took off even earlier.
Earlier, even. Yeah.
Might have been. Typically things move forward and they get better as time goes on, but that's not always the case. In fact, there are many things you could probably say have actually gotten worse in the last 10 years. And what is the reason for that? Well, maybe it's just something we don't pay as much attention to now. Maybe it's just the economies have shifted. Or maybe actually tech is regressing. The thing that I find to be really interesting and actually very encouraging is social media. And how, I guess you could make the argument it's gotten worse, but what I find is interesting about it is just the break that younger people genuinely seem to be making from social media.
I had a waitress on Saturday, and she was like, oh my gosh, my mom loves the KVJ show. And we took a selfie, and I'm like, yeah, send it to your mom, and then tag me. She's like, no, I'm not on social media.
Yeah.
Right.
And she was like young, beautiful, looked to be like 22. And she looked at me like, I'm not going to be tagging anybody because Instagram is gross.
I know a bunch of people from all ages, young, from 18 all the way up into their 50s that said, I'm not doing social media no more. They want nothing to do with it because I think it's, unhealthy.
I think there's a lot with it. Yes, it just
certain accounts. Yes. There are some places where you can go and you can get beautiful inspiration and great stories and awesome content, but then the rest of it is just crap and fighting.
The one thing I've learned that it seems, and maybe I could be off here, it went from people praising a lot of cool stuff. Now on social media, everyone's just waiting to crap on something. It's very much of that kind of mentality.
I think when you started realizing, people started paying attention to how they felt after they went on social media, and they were originally chasing the game, trying to elevate how they looked and their status in life, and then that got very exhausting. And now they say more than half of Americans think keeping up their online presence feels more like work than fun.
100%, it's work.
And they say most people are posting a lot less than they used to.
It's I love this job. It's my least favorite part of our job is social media. It's necessary, but
it's so necessary.
But I'm being honest. It's my least favorite part of the job.
Stories like this make us realize it's less necessary. But if you want to touch the younger generation, how do you get to them?
I'll show you.
That sounded so weird.
All right, Epstein,
no,
Kim.
I'm talking about you. You sounded weird. That's why.
Well, I asked that girl. I'm like, so what do you listen to? Like, what do you do? Like, she listens to podcasts.
Yeah.
Younger girls I've asked, other waitresses, they listen to like Spotify. They, maybe do a little YouTube, but they don't jump on like the Snapchat and the Instagram and the TikTok like they used to.
Well, there's just so much. There really is a lot of drama. I saw the app next door go from, hey, man, be careful, there's a pothole near, to just political fights, and it turned into a dating site. Then people started outing people, and it turned toxic.
Yeah, so I do love this trend that legitimately seems like younger people are really getting over social media and just saying, I'm not going to chase that. I'm not your monkey.
It makes my brain feel weird after, and I notice the difference in my personality.
And it is work, you know?
It is.
This is too much. I'm not even enjoying myself when I go out. I feel like I got to post everything.
Well, that's just it sometimes, where I even have to stop and go, oh, let me take a picture of it. And I go, man, just live your life for a second. Not everything has to be on social media.
You're right.
Dating apps, too. We were talking about this on Friday. I think have regressed over the last decade. They were a big thing. Everyone was trying to meet somebody on the dating apps. And then we were just even talking on Friday about how a lot of it is now more this in-person stuff, that little concept that they do every now and then where you come out and you sell your friend, and there's kind of a mixer because they want actual physical face-to-faces with people and trying to reconnect physically again.
Amen.
With one another.
I miss seeing people in less social media.
Yes.
I don't think I took a single picture of me or my friends at lunch on Saturday. I had a beautiful lunch with 3 beautiful people, and we didn't take any pictures of ourselves. I took pictures of the food, and that was it, but I always do that.
Somebody uploaded a video from 1995. It's out in California, and it's all of these people just waiting outside a bar. And the main commentary was, look how everyone is connected with each other. Everyone's looking at each other, talking.
Yeah.
There's no one's just these zombies on a phone. And it did. I go, wow, it looks so different than today now.
Yeah, the show I was just saying that I had watched on Amazon Prime, the Runarounds, it's based off of, the whole, and somebody had said actually that band was in the Outer Banks. So they had come from that show. So that's why it looks so much like it. But one of the vehicles they were going on a road trip, and everybody had to put their phones in a bag.
I love that.
And of course, goofiness happens from that. But yeah, that was the concept where they were younger. They're high school kids. Are they saying, no, we're not going to be on our phones because instead of talking to each other and playing games, we'll be on our phones and we won't be connecting.
We need to do that more.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to do that when Mags comes home and we go to family dinner. Put your phone in the bag.
So I'm not gonna text you guys anymore. I'm just gonna come over and knock on your door randomly. Hey,
Okay.
Ken, I just have a quick question to ask you.
I will not answer because I will think you are the murderer.
I answered the door the other day because I was not. I just wasn't in my right mind.
We've talked about
and
this.
it turned into a nightmare.
Dude, we've talked about this.
It was a nightmare.
You can no longer answer your door.
I know.
That is just a fact.
They caught me slipping.
Damn.
Do you think streaming services have gotten better or worse over the last 10 years? Because somebody said streaming services have gotten worse. I actually think maybe they've gotten better because I think there's more of them and I think there's more content.
I think that's why people think they've gotten worse, because there is more of them and you have to now pay 9 different kind of, sources to see all the shows you want, and that does make it suckier, because back in the day it wasn't as bad as it is now.
Well, I do like to discover new fun podcasts, so I try to listen to other stuff to broaden my horizons, but there's a lot of crap out there. A lot of people are putting out turds, and those turds rank pretty high in your downloads, and I'm like, why are people listening to this?
It does amaze me sometimes where I'll see something and go, this has got to be terrible numbers, and it'll have 3 million views.
You're like, what?
I go, how? What? I'm not even...
Punch yourself in the face.
Yes, I know.
Go with that. Just punch yourself in the face.
And then film that and upload it and see what that does.
It'll probably do great.
It will.
Something else that is taking a backward slide over the last 10 years is civility in public. The way that people just talk to one another, it's going to be absolutely insane.
And I think, again, that is a bleed over from social media.
Yeah.
It used to be just social media, and all of a sudden it started creeping into real life.
Yeah, it's true. Absolutely. Airline travel, would you say it's better or worse?
Worse.
Yeah.
What makes it worse in your opinion?
All the contention, all the drama, all the ugh. There's so much negativity in the air.
Yeah, I don't feel like people had fist fights as much back in the day.
I can tell you, because I've always traveled since I was 16 years old. I love travel and flying. I never have seen fights, but just in the past couple of years, I've seen people almost come to blows waiting to get off the airplane because everybody stands up and thinks they're so important and wants to push and shove, and that didn't happen 15 years ago.
And when did you ever see anybody losing their life over a parking spot, which happened 2 weeks ago?
Right.
Like, what is that?
That's
It's
insane.
a parking spot. We're really going to lose a life over this.
The hair-triggered temper
Yes.
is a real thing.
The rage.
More than it's... But I don't know if that's true or not, because we didn't have cameras everywhere back in the day.
Better
You're right.
documented, you think, maybe?
You're right.
Well, and the cost of things over the last decade is definitely taken a backslide. Housing affordability, concert tickets, the prices, the fees, everything that goes with that's crazy. Grocery prices are out of control. Fast food value.
We're all stressed from all that stuff that you named. And when an animal is stressed, and we are animals, they lash out and do weird, squirrely things.
Yep.
Life is stressing us out to the point that our brains can't handle it. And some of us are snapping.
I also think, too, people... me included, because I'm only saying that because I felt it. So if I felt it, other people might be feeling it too. If you're on social media too long and you're scrolling, it can make you depressed, and you may not even realize that's what's making you depressed. And I'm just saying, maybe just back off 10%. Back off 10% a little bit.
And if you still love it and you got to get your fix, maybe try to engineer what you follow and what you look at to be not hateful, not political. Go with more of the inspirational and the kindness. Give yourself a good headspace rather than an angry headspace when you're scrolling.
Right.
There is a difference. You can, because when I look at my algorithm and Rocco's and Magnolia's, the three of us see such different, polarizingly different stuff. It gives you more of what you watch.
Yep. It does. Been interesting what is taking that backslide over the last 10 years. And just remember, take a deep breath and ask, is it worth it?
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away, because you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
This Dirt of the Day is brought to you by my favorite closet people, closetsbydesign.com. I think a guy named Roy Keane said it best. He's an Irish commentator that does talk about World Cup. And he said, look, the halftime show at the World Cup was anticlimactic, but it's always nice to see that Shakira.
Oh, yeah.
I think everybody can agree. No matter what you thought about the halftime show, Shakira was the highlight, right? I mean,
She's fun to watch.
She's amazing.
Just ask Cookie Monster.
So I think it's so interesting. After, Spain won, she was photographed with one of their best players, this guy named Ferran Torres.
Okay.
And so Ferran Torres is 26 and Shakira is 49. Her ex, that guy, Gerard Piqué.
Yes.
He's 39. So if you look at a picture, which I did a nice deep dive on all of this because I love the behind the scenes juice. Ferran Torres looks a lot like a young version of Gerard Piqué.
Oh, really? Okay.
Not lost on me, or I think a lot of soccer fans, that she is getting very cozy with this young 26-year-old star from Spain in his moment as he's holding the World Cup trophy. She's all snuggled up. He's loving it. She's loving it. And you can suck on that, Gerard Piqué.
Oh, man, that'd be tough, though. He'd be stealing a countryman's lady.
Don't ever forget, too, as a side note for my ladies, how Shakira busted Gerard Piqué when he was cheating on her. They were together for 11 years, and they had kids together. And he brought a hooker. I don't know if she was a hooker, but she was a piece of side action into their home that he shared with Shakira when she was out of town with their children. And you know how Shakira busted Gerard Piqué? She noticed the jelly in the fridge had gone from being like half full to like a quarter full. And she's like, the jam and the jelly, that's for my children. My children weren't here. And I know Gerard Piqué doesn't consume jelly.
Huh.
The jelly
That was what did him in.
That's what did him in. She noticed the level of jelly in the fridge, and she was like, wait a minute. This guy's bringing women into my home. Let me investigate. She investigated and, yes, found out he was bringing actual side pieces into their home. Jelly busted Gerard Piqué.
Wow. She must have been paranoid and looking for things and going, wait a minute. All right. That happened.
Jelly.
That happened, and now the jelly's gone?
She watched the jelly, and that's how because the piece of ass that he was bringing in loved jelly.
That's something
Jelly loving hooker.
How about that?
Isn't that crazy? So, girls, watch your jelly.
That is kind of odd.
In other news, Mr. Wonderful is now being sued. You know, that Shark Tank guy, Kevin O'Leary?
Yes.
He and Fox News are being sued for defamation. So it's all about one of these data centers. And I guess they're looking to put a big-ass one in Utah.
Yep.
And a lot of the people there, including this group of people that call themselves Alliance for a Better Utah, they don't want the big data center. Much like here in Loxahatchee, the people don't want the big data center. And so the people, Alliance for a Better Utah, like rose up and they were like, no, we don't want it. We don't want you, Kevin O'Leary. We don't want your dumb data center. And we don't want any of that here in Utah. And then so Mr. Wonderful and Fox News, I guess, went on TV and said, this group, this Alliance for a Better Utah, they have ties to China. And, you know, that's the bad thing. You can't say that about anybody. Okay. And so the Alliance for a Better Utah says, we got financial harm, emotional distress, and threats to our safety because of what Mr. Wonderful and Fox News said about us. They said we had ties to China, which we don't. We're just here trying to make a better Utah. And so now they're suing Fox News and Kevin O'Leary, and they're like, you got to pay us because we have zero ties to China.
Kevin, you're the legal eagle on the team. Does Mr. Wonderful have a case here?
Well, I think the case is against him.
He doesn't have a case. They have a case against him.
My second question, Kevin, do I need to listen better?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Without
I do
a
have
doubt.
an answer for that one, yes.
Without a doubt.
I was listening. I don't think I got the wits about to understand this.
We
story.
noticed. So I think if they can go in there and prove, one, they have no ties to China, and two, this was broadcast all over Fox News, and that they were damaged by it, they absolutely have a lawsuit. And Mr. Wonderful, I would just say to you, you might be on the wrong side of this argument for history. When all the people in the community don't want the data center, if you try to push it through for profits, the people are pissed.
And for those reasons, I'm out.
Now that's a good comment. Okay. You brought it back around, Bird. Finally, here over the weekend, that Odyssey movie was huge. $264 million
Unreal.
debut globally.
Unreal.
I mean, this beats like Oppenheimer and The Dark Knight Rises and whoa, like huge. It's got a 95% on Rotten Tomatoes,
Yep.
and you can bet this is going to be money well invested if you go to see the Odyssey. It is long, so prepare your butt cheeks. They might go numb.
I do want to see it. I just don't want to go to the theater, but I would watch that at home.
The one thing I will tell you, though, and the only thing that's kind of got me in, is it was shot entirely on IMAX cameras.
Ooh.
And they're saying that experience is so much better. This is the one, and it was done with this because they knew it was going to have a massive price tag. The fact that they made back every penny and then some in week one is unbelievable. Is this a $250 million movie for how expensive it was to shoot?
They
And
took a chance.
And you're
They
at
do.
264. You're already 14 million
Wow.
already, you know, in the black here. And so it's looking great. And so they were opening up screenings because the demand was so huge that they were showing this movie at 3 a.m. and at 5 a.m.
Wow.
And they were packing the IMAX theaters. They were showing it around the clock. And now there's a wait list for months at some of these IMAX theaters because it's created demand.
Yeah, it's the way to see it. If it's shot on IMAX, you want to see it on IMAX.
Yeah.
So go to the theater.
That's what a lot of people were saying. This is the one to actually go see in a theater.
But go to the IMAX. Who's got IMAX here? Like, do your research and make sure.
Lauderdale. Yeah, you can go there.
Lauderdale.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Yeah.
Look at that.
There's a couple other places too, I believe.
And that's what's going on in your dirt.
If somebody's done you wrong, it's time for you to sing along and call them out, call them out, call them out. You gotta call them out, call them out, call them out. It's time to call them out.
I guess probably the biggest thing we got to do is clear up a column out that's going on here with this Cyclospora. It's been going on, and thankfully we have Jbird back in today, feeling better. And I don't know if we have an official diagnosis yet, but boy, everything that you had going on the last couple of weeks aligns perfectly with what these people were seeing with the Cyclospora.
The one doctor I talked to said, dude, you could have had this for a couple months.
Yeah.
Because, dude, remember how I kept on getting these flus?
Yes.
And I wasn't even doing anything crazy, and I wasn't getting better. And you have to remember this. If there's anything to learn from my experience, if you feel like you're having these symptoms and you're paranoid, go to your doctor and tell them you want this specific test. You have to. You can't get it through blood.
What's it called?
The stool test.
Oh, it's a poo test.
Yeah, that's the only way that they can. That's the only way they can figure out what's going on.
So do you poop in a box and bring it in, or do you poop at the doctor's office?
There's many ways, and we don't have to get into any of that.
What did you do? I gotta know.
I'm not gonna go into details.
Did you bring your poo with you, or did you make it there?
I had to do it at my house.
I think that's the way I would do it too.
Yeah. I get stage fright. As soon as I need to go, I'm like, I can't go.
How big of a sample do you need to provide them?
Not much.
Smaller than a cookie?
Smaller than a cookie. Well, I don't know.
I'm so fascinated. Okay, what did you travel with it in?
I'm not going into the details. This is what I didn't want to go into details for.
Because
It's gross. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm a journalist.
Look it up. Believe me, plenty of information on this online.
The people want to know.
They really don't.
Oh, I guarantee you they do.
You want to know. Just make sure you go and ask your doctor because they'll test you for everything, but they're different kind of tests.
Okay.
At one point, I thought I had Lyme disease.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I was going through that for a week mentally. That was great.
Have you been cleared of that?
Yes, I've been cleared of Lyme disease.
Well, that's good. Thank goodness. Yeah, you'd mentioned. I'm like, oh, good Lord, please no. Yeah, and they say when experiencing symptoms, avoid foods such as high sugar beverages, alcohol, and excess caffeine, greasy and spicy foods, and dairy products.
So all the best things.
Yeah, exactly. So kind of crazy. And if you had that prolonged diarrhea, they said definitely go get it checked.
Well, what happens is a lot of people, they start to feel better and they think, all right, that was just like some kind of a mini bug or something. And you feel like you're good. And then it comes back with a vengeance, man.
We got so many DMs about that. People that were worried about you were like, hey, my husband had this. He starts to feel like he's better. And then he's like, oh, I beat it. And then bam, it kicks you twice as hard.
The last, and I'm not being dramatic, and I know I can be dramatic at times. There were 2 separate times where I legitimately thought I was going to die.
Damn.
I started having visions of my mom. It was weird.
Damn.
Yeah, when I start saying that out loud, my sister and girlfriend are going, you're going to the emergency room.
Yeah, dehydration and no sleep is a horrible combination, and you will die if you let that go on too long.
That's what was the main thing for me. Dehydration, which would lead to no sleep.
Yeah.
It was awful.
It can kill you.
Yeah. Well, they say to avoid some of the bag salad mixes and kits, the pre-cut lettuce blends with romaine, iceberg, red cabbage, and carrots.
I tried to order that Taylor Farm salad for Do It Bitch tomorrow, and nobody's selling it anymore.
Yeah.
All the stores have pulled it.
Take a little pause.
I found a bag of it.
You did?
Yesterday or 2 days ago in my fridge. I go, what is this doing in here? And it was to Taylor Farms. I've been eating so much Taylor Farms and bagged salads.
Dude, that's gotta be what you got.
Going back to pizza and chocolate, baby. I am scared of bags of lettuce.
Lettuce almost took you out.
I'm not even kidding you. I'll walk by bags of lettuce in the store. I start to shiver.
Shudder in fear.
Now, they say fresh cilantro, basil, raspberries, snow peas, green onions, or scallions could also be suspect in this whole thing. But
you got to cook everything.
They cook everything, too. They're talking about berries, blueberries, raspberries.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll cook it, but it just doesn't taste the same. I cooked all my strawberries over the weekend because I was all scared.
Oh, everyone loves that hot salad.
Yeah.
A hot Caesar?
Yeah.
That romaine lettuce, when it's cooked, is weird.
It's horrific.
Yeah, so they're trying to figure out really where to pinpoint the blame, and they were really kind of going in on different places. You know, Taco Bell first, people like saying, oh, okay, go figure. In fact, I saw one person said, how do I know if I have regular Taco Bell diarrhea or parasite Taco Bell diarrhea?
You will know.
Okay.
The place that normally gives you diarrhea is now telling you that you may get extra diarrhea.
But that's a great comment, because that's what's happening to people.
Yeah.
They think it's just, oh, I ate something that didn't agree with me and it's sticking around a little bit longer than I thought. And then you feel better, then it comes back. You go, what is happening?
And it's not Taco Bell's fault. I think we should all really take a step back and look at it. Yeah, they bought the lettuce from Taylor Farms. They didn't grow it.
Is it official? They're saying Taylor Farms is absolutely one of the sources, or is it still kind of out in the air?
I think they're saying it's Taylor Farms.
The latest thing that they're saying is that it was a false positive on the Taylor Farms fresh foods. So
What the hell does that mean? By the way, too, there's a lot of confusion about this disease, even within the medical community. I've seen it with my eyes. Not everyone knows what's going on.
yeah. They say the recall remains in place with Taylor Fresh Foods, but yeah, that's the latest, is that maybe we can't blame Taylor Fresh Foods. It's
So
not
who do we
conclusive.
blame?
Well, that's just it. Now we don't really know. Taco Bell's like, don't blame us.
And I agree with that.
Yeah. They said, we want you to hear it from us. We take your health and safety seriously and have removed all affected Taylor Farms lettuce from Taco Bell stores. So go ahead and enjoy your Taco Bell and normal diarrhea today. You always got us. We always got you. See you at the drive-thru.
There's some wonky stuff going on, and also it's turned political, which I didn't want to get into, but the numbers aren't being reported. Oh, the CDC. Oh, the Republicans, the Democrats. I'm like, y'all, can I just get some medicine?
You will never get the truth. This is our new existence. There's too many powerful people with money that are going to buy their way out of responsibility, and you may never know who did this.
It's not new either. It's just the spikes are so rapid that it's grabbed the media attention.
I think it's not a standard and easy thing to test for. And so you've had a lot of people that they don't know, and that's why I think the numbers are a bit wonky, and it's slow on getting the testing results.
They're even recommending getting tested twice because some people, the weird thing is you can eat something, you're fine. It takes a week or 10 days for you to even start getting symptoms.
Damn.
Yeah. So I think in a sense, maybe we got to withdraw the call them out for the Taylor Fresh. We're not positive right now as of the latest report that it was them.
But it's ironic that it's all poo. It's the poo on the lettuce, and then it's the diarrhea that you have in your house, and then it's the stool sample to do the testing for it. That's poo heavy.
Well, it also shows you, too, when you go get tested for certain things, whether it's blood work or the stool test, you have to go sometimes and get a specific test done for them to find out what's wrong with you.
And you got to be your own advocate.
She is so right.
You got to do it yourself
with a list and say, hey, doctor, I feel like I might have this disease.
And I want this test, this test, that test, because our healthcare system is not what it used to be.
Because honestly, it was more, for me, it was dehydration and vomiting more than the big D.
Okay. So we're a little inconclusive on exactly who to call out for that still as the mystery continues.
We want to call out somebody, but they're bobbing and weaving.
I know. I've been so mad at bags of lettuce.
I want to be mad, but who are we mad at?
So over the weekend, a lot of people were kind of starting to turn a little bit on Tom Brady. You know, he is the GOAT, and he's got all these amazing Super Bowl wins. I don't think anybody's ever going to beat him on that. He looks fantastic right now, too. I mean, his diet is on point, and he just looks like some kind of chiseled Greek god.
He looks like a cyborg.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like Tom Brady's not real.
You can tell that he's not playing football and he's bored because he's starting to do all these kind of entertainment type segments.
That's what I think people are leaning into is the fact that he's endorsing so many products now. He's a pitch man all over the place. They kind of like when he was detained doing football because you didn't see so much of him. And now he's kind of got this weird side plot that is going on. He was at the FIFA Fan Fest over the weekend doing all kinds of stuff like dunking the Gronk and whatever this dude was, the football.
Yeah, what was all that? I saw that on social media.
They had a lot of stuff going on. But the thing that kind of got odd was he's got this ongoing feud with Logan Paul, who is, WWE and all that stuff. So
and
it's
a liar.
Yeah, it's kind of like professional wrestling stuff that they have going on. And at the Fan Fest that happened over the weekend, Tom Brady and Logan Paul, they're squaring off with each other, and Logan Paul apparently says something to Tom Brady, and Tom Brady slaps him really hard across the side of the face. It just looked like something straight out of wrestling. You know, I really can't believe this. It was kind of odd, but I mean, it was a solid smack. I mean, it made some noise.
Fake feuds are awful, yet I love watching them because they're so cringy.
You can see Tom Brady like preparing to follow the script, and you can see his little wheels turning, and he's like, oh, I got to take my hand out of my pocket because it's almost time to slap in 3, 2. Okay, slap him and make it look natural, which it did not.
Yes. What's the one sports guy, McAfee?
Pat McAfee.
Yeah, he'll do segments with wrestlers too, but they'll try to play it straight like he's really interviewing them, and then all of a sudden McAfee will say something, you know, a little off color to ruffle the feathers of the wrestler, and then it turns into really bad acting and fake drama. That's what this sounds like it is.
I mean, it feels just like it because it was just kind of odd, but it didn't end there. That's where I think people started to kind of turn on this with Tom Brady, because later in the evening, he then posted his own video of the incident, and he referred to Logan Paul as a dork. And then Logan Paul posted, this happened because I was roasting Tom for beating him in flag football, and he tries to smack me. Horrible example for the kids. And then in a follow-up post, Tom said, I tried, America. We'll try again next time I see this nerd. And then what was when they're at the game, the World Cup game yesterday, Logan Paul is sitting there flipping off Tom Brady, and they're a couple rows apart, and Tom Brady's flipping him off right back, and people are like, all right, I'm so over this already.
Calm down.
Yeah.
Calm down, ladies.
People are just
we
like,
see through this, and we are bored.
Oh, no, I kind of want to see Brady. I want to see him kind of talk trash, but you know it's acting. This has got high potential for much more cringe to come.
Yawn.
It was
I
rough,
just don't care.
Somebody in Tom Brady's camp needs to kind of just pull him aside and be like, hey, man, you're maybe getting a little too overexposed. Let's bring it
Reel
down
it
a
in.
notch. Yeah.
Where's Giselle? Oh, wait, you peed that away.
Well, he did the Tom Brady roast. Then he came out for the Kevin Hart roast and roasted
and
Kevin.
I'm so cool with that. I think this is the one where finally I'm starting to see some people pushing back, being like, all right, come on, man.
Somebody should be in his camp telling him, don't do this goofy stuff.
That's why we're calling him out right
You're
now.
Tom Brady.
Well, how many times can Logan Paul lie to everybody? And, oh, this is the real. He's telling the truth now. This feud's real.
We can't let this continue by giving it attention. It's like a bad baby. Don't give it attention.
It's got a genre and it's going nowhere.
I tell you, the person that's really getting called out for just being amazing at everything, it wasn't the GOAT, Tom Brady, and he is great because they had a bunch of different sports you could do. Justin Bieber.
That wasn't AI?
No.
That was real?
Yeah, I mean, because there are videos.
Sure?
There are videos going way back. Everything I saw, no, I mean, I think everything's legit. I saw him on many different sites and reputable sites of him kicking field goals, nailing 3-pointers. He does play a lot of basketball and do a lot of sports stuff. I think he's just really good. And then they had montages of him. He's like water skiing, skateboarding, nailing every single thing you can possibly do. And they're like going, there's nothing that Justin Bieber is bad at. And even Tom Brady had to be like, dude, you're pretty good at stuff.
Uh-oh. You know who's not good at stuff? KVJ with a computer.
Yes.
Oh, forever. This is our nemesis.
It's okay. We're just building tension. It's a tactic in the business.
Kevin's going to throw a chair.
No, sorry about that.
He's going to slap himself like Tom Brady did to Logan Paul.
Okay, I think it's now reappeared.
Tell you congratulations.
Thank you.
Number one on the leaderboard after the competition.
Thank you.
How do you feel like you guys?
Not do. I want to know. Look, I'm a broadcaster.
Yes.
What are you not good at? Exactly.
Think anything.
It's pretty legit. He is pretty good at everything.
What are you not good at? Being nice to my fans.
Modesty.
Ding.
Yeah. So pretty impressive. So he did some good stuff. A couple other people I think need to be called out for doing some amazing things. One is this Scottish athlete, Josh Kerr, who broke the 1-mile world record with a time of 3 minutes, 42.66 seconds.
What?
He ran under a 4-minute mile and by a lot. He broke the record, which has been in place since 1999 by 45/10 of a second.
What has he got? Some spring-loaded shoes?
It's crazy.
Think about that. How quick that is.
It was unreal. He held a 16.2 minute miles per hour, 16.2 miles per hour, the entire mile. Like the fastest I could go over the course of 5 feet, he kept up for an entire mile.
That's a beast right there.
Unbelievable what this guy was doing. It was just crazy. People couldn't even believe it.
Keep going, Josh! Keep going, Josh! It's a world record! Get in! Get in! Oh, my word!
That was amazing.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
To get down to a mile in 3.5 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm flabbergasted.
It was pretty crazy.
The training behind that's got to be insane.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can only imagine, but that was very impressive. Also got to call out 39-year-old Jupiter resident Ryan Fox. He won the British Open over the weekend. That was his first major championship.
That's fancy.
Yeah, that was kind of cool to see that.
Get him,
And
Foxy.
Yeah, Foxy.
it was kind of good because, boy, there's a little drama with the golf, and this was all real. Rory McIlroy was calling out Bryson DeChambeau, who probably should have taken a penalty stroke, but was kind of a crybaby about it. And Rory McIlroy did not pull any punches when they asked him about it.
What do you think of the scenes after? Obviously, you guys were delayed getting your tee times as well because of it all going on.
Late night for everyone.
Yeah.
I won't pretend to be up here and defend Bryson. I'm not particularly fond of him. I think a lot of it's performative. I think a lot of it's for attention. And to hold the tournament hostage like that and have all of us, volunteers, players, everyone waiting on him to depart, I didn't feel like it was a great look.
Ooh, Rory calling him out. I'm not particularly fond of him.
It's a classy way to say
he's a tool.
I effing hate that guy.
Yeah, let's golf. Hey, they're classy.
We could all learn a little bit of a lesson from that, though, because Rory comes out looking good.
If that was any other sport, that son of a...
Yeah, right. If you don't curse and you say it like with elevation and sophistication, you can get your point across better.
Yeah, I'm not fond of him, really.
Instead of saying F him, he said that, which is way better.
I want to call out Marjorie Stoneman Douglas's Anthony Rizzo, who went back to Chicago. He played for the Cubs in 2016 when they won the World Series, and they brought him out with the trophy before the game.
44, Anthony Rizzo.
And then he goes into the stands, and he's sitting in the outfield stands just with everybody else, like normally, holding his kid, and he catches a couple home run balls.
Wow.
Yeah, he's just out there, and people they can't believe it. Like, there's Riz sitting out in the outfield, and he's like, yeah, another one. They're all coming to me.
Another one?
Yes.
So he's extremely likable throughout the game
and
of
this
baseball.
is why he's just a man of the people. You can't even believe that Anthony Rizzo, who's like one of the greatest Cubs players ever, is sitting right next to me with the rest of the fans. And he, normally you'd sit in a box or something like that. No, he's in the outfield bleachers with everybody.
High fly ball, right field. That's back towards the fellas. Go! Come on! There it is. We love it. You gotta be kidding me. No way.
That's awesome.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that is very cool. And also calling out Shane Gillis. He set a Guinness World Record for the largest audience ever for a comedian. He drew 74,000 people to Lincoln Financial Field.
Damn.
He's crushing it. He's kind of the guy right now.
You like him?
I do like Shane Gillis. I think he's funny. I know some people think he's offensive. I think he's funny.
We like offensive.
Yeah, I mean, he's gotten into trouble. He's said some things.
Yes.
That makes me want to listen now.
And kind of a lesson, one thing to stay away from. We got James on here from Deerfield, and quick little call him out because somebody went out on a limb and apparently asked your wife the question that you really should not ever ask unless you're sure. What was that question, James, that your wife was asked?
If she was pregnant.
Oh,
is your wife pregnant?
She is not.
Oh.
And how did she take that question?
Well, the thing happened. It happened at Home Depot. We went after church. Mm-hmm. And, I was all like, God, it's going to be a good day. This guy helped me. And at the end of the conversation, he said, hey, are you pregnant or are you expecting? And, I was like, holy shit, this is going to ruin my entire week.
Yes.
So then I went back to him and I was like, hey, man, you don't say those things. But when I went back with my wife, I just saw her face and my inner Virginia was like, you know what? I'm not going to drop this.
Yeah.
So I went back and I looked for the guy and I yelled across the aisle when they saw him. I go, hey, can you repeat after me? I will never ask a woman this. And his response was, it's just something that you say. So if anybody's listening, if you're a woman, teach your man, your boys, your teens, never to ask this question. It's not something that you say.
Mm-hmm.
Right, because we all have different body shapes, and sometimes the female body shape does look like we are pregnant when we're not. So you never want to step in it and ask anything about the female body shape. Keep it above the neck. Ma'am, your hair looks beautiful today. Oh, thank you, sir. And then keep it moving.
Oh, do it one better. Hey, isn't this weather great?
Yeah. Those are things that people just say. Yeah,
keep
the pregnancy
it
thing you don't.
above the shoulder. Don't say nothing about anything below the shoulders.
And good for you, James, for sticking up for your wife. And, the other thing I'll tell you, too, I found this out, too. The second you leave church, that's when the devil's like, all right, go and get you. I can't tell you how often I see people flipping people off in the parking lot coming out of church. It does not take long. You walk out them doors and the devil's waiting for you. So
sometimes people go to church because they're running from the devil.
They are. And the devil's waiting out that front door. So God bless you, James. And that is just kind of a lesson, everybody, because I thought everybody knew that, but apparently they do not.
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
Well, we got a Florida assistant principal that got himself a DUI for riding an e-bike while intoxicated.
Oh, my, that is busy.
Now, it all went down when Kenneth Bevan Jr. was asked to leave a local bar. And deputies reportedly warned him not to ride the e-bike, but after leaving the bar, deputies watched him as he walked to his e-bike to a 7-Eleven, and at the 7-Eleven, he purchased a 12-pack of Budweiser, placed it in the e-bike basket, and then rode off.
Oh.
And then they stopped and arrested him. Pretty wild that children are allowed to ride 20-plus mile-per-hour e-bikes in the street, but a grown adult can't ride one after having some beers, but I guess that's what we're looking at here, and here they were pulling him over on the body cam footage.
Hey. We were just talking to you. You can't drive the bike and you bought more cases of beer. We told you that you were going to get a DUI if you got caught driving the bike. Did you not remember?
Just going home.
Yeah, but you can't. We just told you you have to walk the bike home.
Oh, okay.
Well, no, I seen you drive you're operating the bike.
Are you familiar with what a DUI is?
I'll walk the bike home if you want me to. I'm not trying to do any trouble, you know? I hear you. Good man.
I know you're being under arrest for driving under the influence, okay?
Oh, bicycle?
Wow. Okay.
They warned him not to do it.
Yeah.
And then he did it anyway in front of them. I mean, yeah, I know he walked into the 7-Eleven, but they were still watching you, you clown ass.
Well, you got to have your faculties to be on an e-bike. Of course you can't drink and get hammered and then drive that thing.
No, it's a mini motorcycle. It's just like a motorcycle.
Yeah. Well, 30-year-old Fernando Alexander Jr. got pulled over on Wednesday and tried to pull off a little switcheroo, but there was one big problem. The car was not in park. Yikes. They say while he and his passenger were switching seats, he lifted his foot off the brake, and the car was in reverse, so it immediately started rolling back until it actually hit the cop car behind it.
Oh, damn. That's unfortunate.
That is.
You just aren't going to get out of this one.
Fernando did try to run off, but he was quickly caught and arrested.
So after he hit the cop car, he tried to get away on foot?
Yes.
Bad decisions were made that day.
Yeah, not real great. And it turns out he likely is a drug dealer, and he had a suspended license.
Oh, damn.
Why did people with suspended license not follow traffic laws?
So busy over there.
The Sierra 1050. Hey, stay in the car. Stay in the car. Get back in the car. Hey, let me get units to my call. Florida Avenue and Nebraska, 1018. Stop! You're gonna get tased.
You big dummy.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then he got tased as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, there are days and there are days.
Yeah, there are.
Bad decisions.
A St. Petersburg, Florida woman was arrested on drug trafficking charges after police discovered fentanyl concealed in multiple areas of her body during a late-night traffic stop. They pulled her over on Saturday for a window tint violation. 46-year-old Curtail McRae. Then they arrested her on a resisting charge.
Her name is Curtail. You need to curtail your bad behavior, lady.
She does.
She's got fentanyl on her person.
Mm-hmm. And her passenger, 26-year-old Yaneshi Smith, drew suspicion when plastic baggies containing a white rock-like substance were spotted near her seat.
Uh-oh.
As Smith was escorted away, a baggie dropped from her person, which she admitted fell from her butt.
Oh, no.
Then all of a sudden, they started raining down from her vagina and other cavities.
Oh, my gosh.
They found some under her right breast during a booking.
She had all the parts.
Oh, man.
She would probably had a car full of drugs.
Yes.
And as they were pulling her over, she's like, I've got to stash this stuff somewhere. And it didn't start in those places, but she was just shoving it in those places, hoping to hide it.
Yeah.
Just know that if you're doing drugs, it could come from someone's butt.
Yes. An Arizona man is facing felony and misdemeanor charges after allegedly stripping down and riding on top of a moving train in northeastern Colorado.
You can't do that?
Wow. Daniel Ray Balance. Well, his last name's Balance, so I mean,
he was giving it a test.
Yeah. They say he broke a window to board a Union Pacific locomotive before climbing onto the roof while it was moving.
Oh, no. You can't break the windows. You got to get up there clean, bruh.
Then riding atop of it naked, deputies just watched him take off.
Was he videoing himself?
I think other people were. I don't think he was doing that. He was naked, so he didn't have a lot of pockets. But when he was caught, he did express his love of vodka, beer, and playing the banjo.
I feel you.
Okay, he's on drugs.
Okay. Yeah, so
I really want to see this video. If it exists, can we please see it?
Cops must hear the most wildest thing from people.
Wow, how about that, huh? They say a proposed federal bill to ban shark feeding during commercial dive tours in Florida would prohibit commercial operators from intentionally feeding sharks in federal waters off the state. Now, the supporters argue the practice conditions sharks to associate people with food and increases safety risks.
They're right.
While operators, scientists, and many local fishers say there's little evidence that regulated shark feeding dives make sharks more dangerous. Now, its sponsors say the goal is to reduce the risk of shark encounters and protect public safety. Florida's shark dive industry, centered around Jupiter and Palm Beach County, says it follows strict safety protocols. They say operators primarily use passive scenting, which is placing bait in a crate to attract sharks for viewing rather than routinely hand feeding them.
I've done this where you're on the boat and they take like a milk crate that has all the walls are closed and they put like all kinds of chicken pieces in it, and it's heavy, and they have it on a rope and they lower it all the way to the bottom, so it hits the bottom floor, maybe 20 feet below the boat. And then you get in the water and you're just looking down and there's all these sharks down there below you.
If I was
That's cool.
If I was a shark and I noticed humans were always feeding me stuff, I'd start going up to them going,
hey, where's the food?
You guys got any meat?
That's the argument with gators,
you have no meat for me? Good. Okay, well, I'm going to rip off your head.
Your leg looks meaty.
Yeah.
They argue the industry supports tourism, research, conservation, and public education. Many marine scientists say no conclusive research shows that these regulated dives increase shark attacks on swimmers or surfers. They contend sharks are attracted by many natural food sources and environmental factors. Commercial and recreational fishers say Florida's waters have changed in recent years with recovering shark populations, climate change, shifting fish distributions, and changing regulations. And they argued that the shark encounters are becoming more common regardless of dive tourism. It's a little fight that's going on out there, whether you like it or not.
I don't know what side I'm on. I'm kind of like, I see both sides.
I'm kind of on the side where I don't get bit. That's whatever the side that is, that's where I want to be.
Well, I did that shark dive. Nobody got bit, but it was scary AF.
Are you name dropping sharks right now?
I kind of done this already.
And have you seen video of Jimothy, the raccoon that's running around Seattle?
Oh, yeah.
It's got a shortened compressed spine that is caused by short spine syndrome, and it's an extremely rare birth defect that has been documented in very few animals, but gives Jimothy kind of an odd gait, and he looks a little bit different. He's kind of like shrunk down.
Okay.
They say the condition can reduce flexibility and mobility, making it harder to escape predators, climb trees, or to forage for food.
But look at him. He's going Instagram famous.
He's kind of making it. And they say that, he doesn't have any human caretaker, and they say it's probably good that way. They're urging you not to feed Jimothy because it'd be more of a risk. They say Seattle's mild climate and plentiful urban food sources may improve his chances, and human intervention could do more harm than good. So leave Jimothy alone. Just make your videos and call it good.
We got a weird raccoon living in my neighborhood, and it's big and it's missing an arm. So when it runs, it kind of has this odd gallop. And it will look at you. It looks like it's got rabies or something. I don't know.
Dude, be careful.
I thought it was a person. I thought there was a person hunched down,
right?
And it was a raccoon.
That's horrifying.
Yeah. And I saw an unbelievable video. This cat is a million times braver than I am. It's standing off against a striking cobra. And the cat's like going, oh, yeah, you think you'll quit? I got cat-like reflexes.
Meow,
it's like pulling Bruce Lee stuff on it.
Meow, meow.
And finally, after a few attempts, the cobra's just like, screw this, man. Just slithers away, leaving the cat unscathed. It's a harrowing video to watch. I'm like, I can't watch this.
I love those videos when the animal makes it, especially if it's the animal that's not supposed to win and they outwit like a lion or something.
The cat squared up and won.
Yeah, he did. He's like going, oh, yeah, you think y'all that cobra?
Meow, meow.
Yeah, it was Sassy Cat.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
I gotta tell you, I've got this new food kick that I'm on. My wife works with this lady who is Indian, and she's been telling us the best restaurants and what to order while we go there. And we get that naan bread, that garlic naan bread, and oh my goodness, I'm like, everything we're getting, I'm loving. We got this great chicken thing. It was just like chicken breast, but is however like they do it in India.
It's like Naan.
That's the bread, yep.
That's how it's spelled. So it's not like non-bread.
Yeah.
It's non-bread.
Yeah, it's very confusing.
It's tricky.
Yeah, it is.
But it's delicious. Oh, and when it comes out hot.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then we get like this black lentil type of soup thing. You just dip that bread in that. Oh, man, it's really good.
You can put it in the hummus.
Yeah.
That's good, too.
There's a lot of good stuff to do with it, but I just need to kind of know, like, what are the best dishes to get? Because I am very new to the Indian cuisine game.
Has anybody told you to go to Stage? It looks like stage.
Yeah, I know where Stage is. Yeah, on PGA.
They
Boulevard.
do some great stuff.
They do Indian?
Yeah.
I like a lot of Indian food too.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
There's some good stuff.
Yeah. So I'm just new to the game, and you know I kind of like that spicy. Boy, and I gotta tell you, good thing too, because when we were ordering, you know, the queen and I, she's Mexican. I love spice too, and the girl who was like taking our order, she's like, "Okay, how spicy you want?" I'm like, "Bring the spice," and she's like, "How about medium?" I was like, "Medium? Like sounds weak." I'm like, "All right, but let's just see what it is."
Yeah, baby steps.
Medium is hot. Oh my goodness. I am so glad we did not get their top of the line, because I remember that one time I did that. You and I went to lunch, and I don't think you want to mess around with Thai food.
Native Thai was what they
Yeah.
called the level of spice Kevin got. And the chefs came out from the kitchen to watch him eat it. They couldn't believe a gringo was in there eating native Thai level. It's like more than 5-star spicy.
It was the time, and I had to run home. I stripped off all my clothes. I was sweating so bad. I was sobbing and pooing, and it was terrible. It was killing me. I mean, my entire insides were just, it's like something, they were eating themselves from the inside out. It
But
was
you got
insane.
that respect. You got that respect of the chef.
You just described my whole last week.
Oh my gosh, it was miserable, man. I can't. I don't know how you did it, because it stuck with me. It's imprinted. I literally was sobbing like a baby.
Please let this end.
It was the most bizarre thing. If you ever heard what was going on in that bathroom, you'd be like, whoa, he's going through it, man.
Don't underestimate native Thai.
Yes, and so I respect the Indian heat as well. Go medium, even if you're a spicy person. And if you're not, then go no spice.
That's good advice. That's good advice. Anytime you're eating anybody's like native like food,
okay,
don't go in there with all the bravado and your chest out and like, I can
absolutely
handle spice.
No. You'll be humbled.
Ugh.
Do not do that. Butter chicken or tandoori chicken, you'll like very much. The butter chicken has a little bit of heat. I think I've heard of the butter chicken, so I'm going to give that a shot as well.
Oh,
so.
that is legit.
Yeah, I'm going to start going through whatever your favorites are, because we're getting it about once a week now, and then I'm going to start being like, okay, because I am finding, I'm like, oh, I like that a little bit more than that. I mean, I've liked everything I've had, but I am starting to get my favorites, and then I just kind of hang in my favorite zone.
You can make that at home, too, in a crock pot.
Okay.
Butter chicken, tandoori chicken, all that. It works so good if you let it simmer in a crock pot for like 8 hours.
The crock pot, the unsung hero of the kitchen.
I agree.
Yeah.
You start it and then you leave it and you come home and it's cooked. Like that is a mother's dream.
Well, I was never a crock pot guy until me and Honeyface got together, and now I am a crock pot lover.
Look at you.
Okay, yeah, just flavorful stuff, man. I'm like, where's it been in my whole life? I just absolutely love it. So help me continue down this path of Indian cuisine. Jbird, what is on your mind today?
Well, I got this one person in my family. I'm not going to out them, but they are adamant about me. They're on my case about me getting a gun. You got to get a gun. You need a gun to protect yourself. I'm like,
you're not really a gun guy.
I'm personally, I'm just not a gun person. Mainly because what do I do with my gun? I wouldn't be responsible enough.
I lost my gun again.
Let me call the cops. I can't find my gun.
The burglar has it.
Yeah. So I don't think that was the move for me, but they were adamant about that, and I finally just said, look, that's not my style. Then they went on this kick about you need to get bear spray. Then you need bear spray for protection, and I don't know much about bear spray. Does that stuff legit work? Because I can see how someone's breaking in and I grab the bear spray and I spray it, but it's spraying in my face.
Now the burglar is
and I'm like,
easy easy pickings to rob your house because you just sprayed yourself in the face with bear spray.
Does anybody use bear spray for a weapon for self-defense? And how does it work? Does it really drop? If someone was to break in and you sprayed them in the face, are they still going to come at you, or is it lights out, they can't see? Because I know I've been pepper sprayed in the eye before. That was pretty rough. And accidentally also sprayed it in our producer's eyes at the same time because a big gust of wind
that's it.
hit me in the face and then hit her in the face. And that was not a good morning. We both got pepper spray.
Yeah.
This show is a mess.
It is a mess. But is that, I got a German Shepherd now at my house.
Yeah.
Which is very good.
That's good.
That is good for.
That's good.
That is good. Now, do I get some bear spray? I'm already working on that YouTube karate.
Right. Yeah, we saw how impressive that was.
The countdown is on until he sprays himself with bear spray.
I'm gonna start taking real karate though.
Yeah, I know you said that.
I'm getting the itch as soon as I beat the lettuce disease.
Yeah, you got to spar against some other things first.
Well, if you start sparring and you have diarrhea, you win the match.
No, it's not the best time to do your roundhouse kick.
Immediately a brown belt.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Brown belt.
The brown house kick.
Yeah. What you got on your mind today, Virginia?
Well, I am knee deep in this lion's mane mushroom experiment, and I'm doing the work in my own house, and I'm cooking it, and then I'm also eating them raw. I'm just trying to see if all of the things I'm reading about lion's mane mushrooms are true. So Saturday morning, I wake up and I consume a pretty significantly large amount of cooked lion's mane mushrooms. It's kind of a pain in the ass because how I bought them was dried, which is what I'm holding right now. This is dried. So you have to rehydrate them and then you can cook them. But it's kind of a long process. I made a video. More than 20 people watched it, actually, so I was very surprised.
It kind of looks like a hedgehog.
It looks like a hedgehog.
And chicken. It looks like both of them together.
So one of the girls that commented on my video, because you have to wring it out, she's like, it looks like you're wringing out a hamster.
Right.
What's the benefits? I missed all this.
It is supposed to be great for hot flashes.
Oh.
So Saturday morning, I said, I'm just going to eat an ass load of these things. And I did. I ate a lot. And then I went to brunch with some friends. I had a lovely afternoon. I was drinking alcohol, which usually makes me have more hot flashes. I didn't have a single hot flash all through lunch. I had my fan with me and I never had to bring it out. And I was like, oh my gosh, is it the mushrooms?
I don't believe this story. One cocktail? How many cocktails?
Oh, no, I had like 5.
Okay.
Right, yeah.
I started with Prosecco and then I graduated to the French 75 and then I had 4 of those.
Okay, there you go. Well, good.
So if you are drinking, the hot flashes come in pretty hot and heavy?
They do. I've noticed that they actually seem to get activated by alcohol.
Yeah.
I think alcohol activates all the things that it's not supposed
Everything
to.
bad.
I'm not going to stop drinking, though. I mean, I'm going to add mushrooms to the repertoire.
I'll take the mushroom cocktail.
I ate so many of these mushrooms, but then I didn't have hot flashes all through lunch.
It looks pretty disgusting.
Smell it. It smells worse.
Dude, I tried one, I think it was on Friday.
Oh, my.
They are terrible. And Virginia even tried to really doctor it up. It's got
I
awful.
cooked them in butter, and it's a rough scent.
I have to actually wait till the after the show podcast to tell you what I think that smells like.
Smells like taint.
You should try it.
It does not.
The
Smells
taste
like
is terrible.
trucker's taint.
I'll try a piece.
The cooked?
Nah, no, you know what?
I don't have any cooked on me, but you're welcome to.
I better not do any weird.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Bird, just stay focused.
Stay in your lane, yeah. He's recovered.
Yeah, salad disease. What are you doing?
I'm not completely cured yet, so let's just not put weird mushrooms in my body.
I've been eating the raw one this morning, just as a experiment. So cooked on Saturday, raw today.
Okay.
And I've had a few hot flashes in here.
You have?
I have.
Yeah, okay, so you're going back to eating them. Just eating them raw.
I'm eating a little bit of raw. I'm eating a little bit of cooked. I'm trying to see what works better.
I mean, have you ever thought that maybe just cutting out the alcohol really knock out your hot Hot flashes?
How dare you?
I was just
That's the
curious.
most insulting thing you've ever said to me. In our
I didn't know
almost
if it ever crossed your
30-year
mind. I was like,
friendship.
okay.
Kevin turned this topic into an intervention.
How dare you?
Well, it was just, I mean, you said it definitely makes it worse. I was like, well, you can stop drinking, I guess. But
No.
Okay, sorry, you're right. I'm so sorry. I'm so offensive
Dumb
today.
comment.
Yeah.
Dude, she's eating the grossest mushroom known
Yeah,
to man.
I hear you. She's going-
not stopping.
and I've had them. They're torturous, man. They are really not tasty. And I love mushrooms.
I ate a bunch on
Yeah.
Saturday, though. That was the thing. I ate a bunch.
Yeah.
You got to eat a bunch, girls.
Okay. Hate to say it, but I think summer is starting to wind down a bit, but we got a couple weeks left before we get there of Camp KVJ and some hot tickets today. It's a 4-pack to Rapids and to Mounts Botanical Garden, plus a $100 Visa gift card from Love the Palm Beaches.
The grocery store, the department stores aren't doing the back to school close yet signs, are they?
I'm sure.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, dude. You're in the thick of it now.
Mm-hmm. And then, when we get that little tax break holiday, then that's like, it's over, kids. It's over.
It's done.
It's done. Yeah. But we will tell Gabby that here, who is in Boynton, ready to play our fun little game, Denny's or Animal. How you doing today, Gabby?
I'm doing good.
Good. You having a great summer?
Yeah.
Cool. Well, we want to make it even better for you by hooking you up with 4-pack of tickets to both Rapids Water Park and Mounts Botanical Garden. You ever been to either one of those places?
Yeah, it's been fun there.
Okay. Well, let's go have a little bit more fun. We're going to play Denny's or Animal. You just got to tell me, these little animal noises you're hearing, are they coming from real animals, or is this our producer Denny's that is making the noise? Now, here we've got a baby otter that is so hungry and he's just crying to be fed. He just wants some food. Is this Denny's or Animal, Gabby?
Oh, that's adorable.
I want to snuggle that otter so bad.
Almost sounded like a kazoo.
Yeah. All right, what do we got here, Gabby? Is that a real baby otter or is that Denny's?
A real baby otter?
That is a real baby otter. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Nice
That's what they sound
work.
like. So adorable. All right, now we've got the sounds of a koala grunting at a zookeeper. What do you think about this? Koala grunting at a zookeeper. Whoa. It's kind of wild.
That's intimidating.
Sounds like one of my uncles from Rhode Island burping.
Yeah. I've heard you don't mess around with those koalas.
I've heard that too.
They got claws and they'll actually, you got to be careful.
If they don't like you, they let you know.
Yeah. That's actually more intimidating than you would think. What do you think about that, Gabby? Is that Denny's or Animal?
Animal?
That is an animal. Yep, that is the real koala. Yep. Okay, 2 for 2 so far. Having a stellar round here. And then we're going to finish up with this. This is a warthog that is walking in the woods. Is this Denny's or Animal?
Whoa.
Okay, just kind of walking around. It's just what it's doing.
The effort.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
It's taking a little stroll. What do you think about that, Gabby? Is that Denny's or Animal?
Denny?
That one's Denny's, yes. That was not a real warthog.
Nice job.
That was Denny's. That's what he sounds like when he goes on his
That
walks.
was a tricky one.
That might be one of his best ones right there. You're getting better, dog. You know what happened? He heard Evelyn came in here and crushed it.
Oh,
so he had to start doing better animal sounds.
A lot of people were saying they wanted Evelyn to take his job.
Oh, geez.
And he said Evelyn can have it.
Dennis goes, when?
All right, Gabby, good stuff is coming your way with 4 packs to Rapids and Mounts Botanical Garden and a $100 Visa gift card from Love the Palm Beaches. Okay, Gabby?
Okay.
Okay, have fun. Enjoy the rest of your summer.
Thank you.
Okay. You're so welcome on that.
Adorable.
Mm-hmm. Well, we asked this question of Virginia as we got on the hot seat on Friday, and it kind of came up What was the last straw in your first marriage is what Virginia was grilled upon.
Oh, you guys did the hot seat?
We
Oh,
did.
yeah,
Because we
did.
did it with them hot chicken wings.
Oh, yeah.
And we knew that your tummy was not going to be up for that bit.
Yeah.
So we were like, let's just eat these hot chicken wings now while he's out.
Oh, wow, I got really dodged a bullet on
You
that.
dodged a major bullet in so many ways.
Don't worry, the bullet always finds a way back.
It's a magical bullet. Comes back around. I think typically whenever you get a divorce, there was that thing that made it the last straw. I'm sure things probably weren't good, but you're like, all right, I'm on the edge, and it just takes one more thing to push me over the edge, and I'm ready to take that leap and get out of this marriage. Virginia was discussing hers a little bit on Friday, and you can hear that conversation. It is posted up on the KVJ Show YouTube. You can hear everybody's questions and the responses. Everything went on. That's easy to find. Just go right there, and you can get a part of that.
I wasn't eating that wing.
No.
I told the details.
Oh, gosh. Secrets and hot sauce? I really dodged such a bullet, man.
Yeah, there are people that are texting in right now, 877-979-WRMF, 877-979-9763. One said, I ended an 8-year marriage after coming home and finding my wife and the neighbor couple in a threesome on the couch.
Oh, damn.
Apparently, they've been in a throuple for 6 months.
Damn, son.
You could be in a great marriage, and you come home to that, and you're like, I guess I'm not in a great marriage, and this is over now.
This minute.
But a throuple, 6 months, that's a long time to kind of have that next door neighbor. I mean, that's just fire right there.
That's a lot.
You're going to get burned. It's just a matter of time.
Wow. And listen to this. I don't think I've ever heard of anyone so bold as to try this move. The last straw in this marriage, he brought his girlfriend on vacation with my family under the guise that he was going to try to hook this woman up with my dad.
What?
Is that unbelievable? He's like, oh, this girl would totally be into your dad. Let's bring her along. It was actually his girlfriend.
Whoa, he is diabolical and ballsy.
You are taking your mistress on vacation with your family under that pretense.
I mean, that's how you end up in a ditch dead.
Oh, my gosh.
This guy is disgusting.
And how old was the woman to where, if it's for his dad...
It don't matter.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Dad would love a young piece of ass.
But if it's like a 24-year-old woman and dad's 60.
She was probably age appropriate for him, the cheater. So maybe she was in her 40s or whatever, and dad's in his 60s. And hey, Dad, look at this 40-year-old hottie.
There is that weird one little age thing where the dad or if you're old enough. Yeah.
Ugh. He is repulsive, and girls, say his name. Warn the others.
Wow. And it's not always infidelity. Michelle from Sunrise, she said, my ex-husband was always lazy and complacent and never financially provided, only worked part-time, and he never helped me. And my breaking point, what broke our marriage? I was 5 months pregnant with my second child, and I had a broken foot and was in a cast.
Oh, my gosh.
I had a 1-year-old toddler at the time with a 105-degree fever, and I asked my husband if he could call out of work and help me with the toddler who wouldn't sleep through the night, and I couldn't carry him. He said he had to go in early and did just the opposite, but instead, he secretly hid in our house, called out of work, and then slept till 11 a.m., and that's when I found him. I was up all night with a screaming toddler with no help. He calls out work just so he can sleep into 11 a.m. And I'm like, that's it.
Undateable.
Yeah, I've
Too late married, but
we're done. We're done here, and we need to tell the others this man is low.
I know a relationship that ended, a marriage, and it was no cheating, but it was stealing of money or taking money and draining accounts and saying that there's money there when there's not money. Money was what brought them down.
I think more husbands need to be afraid of their wives. These men were not afraid of their wife. If they were married to a girl like me or married to a Kim Ralston, they wouldn't be pulling this kind of stuff because they know they're going to get stabbed.
Yeah, it's crazy.
These men are not afraid of their wives, and that's your fault, wife. That is your fault for not putting fear in him.
Get that menopause fan on you. You're running a little hot over there. Yeah.
I like the heat.
Let's eat one of those mushrooms.
Yeah. And somebody did send a text with a wife that apparently did try to leave that kind of message you're talking about. The last straw in their marriage, it says, she hit me with her car.
There you
Good.
go.
That is the appropriate reaction to a cheater.
Well, I don't even know how you come
Didn't say
back
I'm
from
cheating.
How do you come back from that?
All of those women whose stories you just told should have hit him with the car.
I think what's going to be kind of interesting is to see how the World Cup is going to change the sport here in America. I thought everything was very positive about it when it came to the excitement, and it was great to see all the tourists that were here and loving American culture. I thought that was kind of a breath of fresh air after just kind of the negativity that has been surrounded about America for quite some time now.
It was lovely to watch people experience our food and culture and just find joy in things like American barbecues and cookouts. Like that was, to me, was some of the best social media I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, I thought that was really cool as well. So I love seeing all that kind of stuff that was going on. But, you know, is it going to have any kind of lasting effects? Is it going to be really great for the sport? Will it get even bigger? I think that we have a big deficit from how we treat it to how other countries treat and look at, soccer and stuff like that. So, it'll be kind of interesting to see exactly where we are with that and whether it does take off. Now, the crazy thing about it was, man, again, there was just so much stuff that was going on in New York City this weekend. Not only did you have the World Cup final, with ticket prices upwards of $11,000. You had Bon Jovi at Madison Square Garden. You had Ariana Grande at the Barclays Center, Noah Kahan at Citi Field, and then they had a Dodgers-Yankees game going on.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
We thought it was busy when we were there like a month ago.
Yeah. You know what?
It's really busy now.
It just really kind of reminds me of, South Florida when we have all those events that happen in the wintertime, and every weekend you're just like, oh my gosh, there's not enough to do. It just seems like it switches. It goes from being South Florida with that stuff to now it's just New York City that has that amount of stuff. So I want to see what people have to say. I got a little poll that is posted up on YouTube on KVJ TV. How do you feel about soccer after the World Cup? Do you understand and like it more? Do you understand it more and like it less? Which that could happen because there were some wonky little rules. I was like, it's kind of stupid. It really did. And there's a couple of things that just with some of the sensibilities too, and maybe I'm just set wrong or I've been talking about Epstein too long. There's a couple of things that kind of weird me out. One was we were talking about that photo shoot that happened with Lionel Messi back in the day, and Yamal, which had a great game for Spain, how he was bathing him when he was a baby in a promotion they had done. I was like, that feels like a weird promotion to me, dog. Like, if I were Lionel Messi, I'd be going, okay, here's what we want you to do. We want to do a photo shoot where you are bathing a baby. I'd be like, I don't think
it's not your baby.
It's not your baby. Doesn't look anything like you. I'd be like, yeah, I don't know if that's going to be a good idea. That might not age well.
And that was so long ago that they took that. He wasn't even thinking about all the memes that could come out.
True.
I saw so many parodies of that picture online.
And then they do this other thing, which I don't know, to me is like, I guess it's about the future of the sport. I was texting somebody in Europe with about it, and it's like, yeah, it's completely innocent. But the fact that they always walk out holding hands of a small child.
I was talking about that with my friends, and we don't think it's fair to do to the players because they're so focused on the game. They don't have time for all that extra hoopla. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it just and he was like, "Oh no, it's a beautiful thing. It's signifying, the handing off of the sport and this and that." And I'm like, yeah, maybe y'all haven't been rocked with the Epstein thing like I have. I don't know, like grown men walking out holding a kid's hand that's
unless
not
it's your
own,
kid,
and you don't know the kid really.
Pause off.
Yeah,
see, I was just thinking. I mean, their mind's so focused on the game. Like, do we really have to have the kids here right now?
Yeah, there's just so there's a couple things like that that's definitely different. They've got different sensibilities on it, but I would say that I walk away understanding and liking soccer more. In fact, I was like, let's do this again. And my buddy was telling me, he's like, well, 2 years we do the Europe Cup. So for us Europeans, we do have something every other year that we're excited about when it comes to soccer. I was like, okay.
Okay, the Europe Cup.
Yes.
So next year is just a regular soccer season.
You got nothing. Yeah, it's just a regular. Then the year after, then in the summer you'll get that Europe Cup. 57% of people say they understand and like soccer more after the World Cup. 33% say they never watched a second of it. And then 10% understand it more and like it less.
It does seem, though, people were getting into it. Everyone I knew was talking about it and getting into it.
My husband was watching it and getting into it. He called it slow hockey.
Even people I didn't expect. My girlfriend's not a big sports person, but she was way into it.
Colombia was in it, so I mean, you got to cheer for your home country.
I think you had a lot of that, but I was just curious because they had the main stage yesterday, and they go to the 106th minute before getting a goal, and I'm like, I just don't know if that final was what they wanted. They probably more wanted what they had on Saturday, where it's a 6-4 and there's a lot of excitement. It's going back and forth because I'm just not sure Americans fully understand all the beauty of, oh, man, okay, no, maybe they'll score in a minute. Oh, no.
I heard some, it's beautiful because it's great defense. It's two teams defending the goal. I'm like,
like people don't love a baseball defensive battle where it's 0-0 to the ninth inning unless you're a diehard fan. I think it's the same way with soccer. Most people enjoy home runs and scoring and goals.
I am a diehard fan, and I love a 0-0 game, but Kevin's right. If you're just a passive fan, you want to see some scoring.
Yeah. So we'll see what it does long term. They think it might have broken even because it did cost a lot to do security and everything else to get all that in here. So we may not have made a lot of money on it, but maybe it advanced the sport. I guess we'll wait and see, and only time will tell. Well, we got more KVJ. It's going to be coming your way. It is on the After the Show. You can check it out every single day, and you can watch us live in about 10 minutes on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitch. Before we get there, Bird, if you would, wrap us up with your thought for the day.
And welcome back, Bird.
Oh, I feel so good to be back. I'm not even kidding you. I was so excited to come to work.
This chair is a lot more fun than the toilet.
Yes, it is. The deepest wounds don't always leave the biggest scars. Sometimes they leave the greatest wisdom.
The KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.